moving from one part of this neighborhood to another.
Let the players get the opportunity to describe something about last session that they enjoyed.
What exactly you wanted to know about the warehouse next door, anyways?
Everything that you know.
Yeah.
We want to see it.
From? We want to.
We're trying to. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I look back at the hook and I drag it across his neck.
Thank you. Yep. Doing great.
Can I go give Rome a high five?
To who? To Roman?
To Roman.
So, you should make the attack roll.
Ah, well, it's a high five, I mean.
And does not hit his AC.
All right, well, I miss a high five.
You go for it, and he just leaves you hanging.
Why not? Eat some bacon, man. Who's a good kitty? Who's a good kitty?
All right, let's see. I think I've got
Bonuses for rolls based
all of
on
our
your
music
relationship
going.
with those people.
Okay.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Good evening, and welcome to Tabletop Roleplay Theater. Things have gone a little bit different for us tonight, but that's okay. Tonight, we tear back the illusion of our reality and reveal the truth. I know that music is way too loud. As soon as I get something going, I got to change something. Live. I love it. As of now, all of our characters that you see here, we've got Detective Jerry Sasso back with us tonight. This is going to be fun. All of these characters have experienced a dark and troubling look into the truth and have become aware. Let's meet them now. Start with Krista.
Hello, my name is Krista. I'm playing Blythe, the doll.
And Duke.
Hi, I'm Duke. I'm playing Sasha, and I am the broken.
Jaylee.
Hello, I am Jaylee. I'm playing Harvey Winston, the cursed.
And Austin.
Hello, I'm Austin Van Beesler, and I'm playing Jerry, the detective.
All right. Thank you, players, and thank you for, I was going to say staying up late, but we're starting a little bit early tonight because some real life happened, and that's the way it goes, and that's all right. We go with the flow, and so we've decided to play KULT a little bit early. So thanks for joining us here, and ready to experience our story of KULT, Divinity Lost, Manhattan. All right, welcome back. I think I've got sound. Yep, there you go. I didn't catch that. I just caught the end of that, Jaylee, whatever that was.
She's trying to convince herself that she doesn't need to roll for her disadvantage yet.
Oh,
I was wondering if you wanted me to.
that's right. You were
We
actually
were looking at stability.
Yeah, you were in the process. You rolled for one, didn't you?
Yeah, I rolled for my advantage bound, and I got a 15, which means I can choose 3 of the options at any time during the session. So
All right.
that will
Dope.
come into play.
And so now you've got a disadvantage that you have to roll for.
Uh-huh. Since I'm cursed.
Yikes.
Well, then I guess we should go ahead and roll that.
Yeah, get on it.
Fun. Okay.
Slap it.
Because
Slap
you
it in
are
there.
cursed.
Okay, I'll just roll this and add no modifier to it. Because it's just a 20.
Just a straight up.
Oh, no!
What?
Ah! I got a 7.
Oh, she's gonna
My
hurt
disadvantage
us.
is condemned. Your fate has already been sealed. Perhaps you're dying from a disease been promised as a sacrificial offering to a forgotten god, or you sold your soul to some entity waiting to drag you off to hell when your time is up. At the start of every game, roll +0. I got a 7. So your end approaches. The GM holds 2 options from the list above, or marks 2 time, and I have like a certain amount of time I have before the demon takes my soul, kind of situation. When you finally run out of time, you meet your ultimate fate.
Okay.
So it is up to you, Curtis, if you want to mark some time for me, or
Wow.
All right. Yeah.
It's on my character sheet for you. So I could be haunted. I could reduce ability. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. I won't spoiler alert it, but that's Curtis's option.
It's all right. It's going to pop up in the narrative. I got you.
I love that.
Baxter wanted to say hi.
Baxter.
Hello, you sweet little fluff.
Yeah, Chris is gone, so we don't even get to see Mew Jackman. So now we got Baxter. Hello, Baxter.
He did not look amused.
He just ate Jerry the detective.
Oh, so.
Oh, Baxter.
I also wanted to remind everybody, now I see these notes. Excuse me, relationship points. I started a section in Roll20 in the journal. It says rule book, and then parentheses, sorta, because I've only added one thing there. And it's the information on relationship, which is, it's all the stuff about the +1 and the -1 for this, that. But the real interesting part that I thought was the most informative is down at the bottom. There's a couple of moves that are called relation moves that I just wanted to remind you that exist, for one. I don't know if they'll come into play today, but it's a possibility. And it happens anytime that you... when there's a situation regarding, well, let's say like wish no harm. If you intend on harming or killing your relation, this is a relation that you have a +1 or 2 with, then you get to roll keep it together to influence, with the influence of being unwillingness to cause injury. So you get a chance to like give yourself an opportunity to not do damage to this person, because in KULT sometimes you act beyond your will. Another one was regain stability. I think these are the only one. No, there's regain and lose stability, and that's in a scene where you experience closeness, assureness. You get to improve the number of steps. Anyways, there's some information there. I just wanted to remind you of it. To anytime you have interactions with people, you can improve that relationship with them, or hurt that relationship with them, as it were. And I put that information there for you. And I will put more information as I learn new things about the game. But that's something we hadn't talked about before, so I'm wasting a little bit of time and throwing it in now.
So, based on the last game that I played and everything that happened between myself and the doll,
Yeah.
does that mean that she and I, or at least I, have added +1 to my relation with her?
This is after you yeah, but we're not there yet, so it really doesn't affect today.
Okay.
Because today's story is going to happen a little bit before that particular night.
Okay.
I know we've had so many little scheduling tweaks here and there over the last couple of weeks. We've had to juggle some stuff around. I'm like doing backstory jump, tying in this over here and tying in that over there, and we're still meandering around in the past. with some of you guys. But there's so many things that have happened that are interesting in your past that are just too good not to talk about from time to time. So that's what we're going to do. And did I run the title reel? I did. And then we got to start talking about relationship points, and I blew the whole mood. That's okay. We're going to start with Harvey. This is 2 nights after you made your deal with the swap dealer. And you've had some sleepless nights, but Harvey Winston, all of your questions and concerns and worries are soon to be answered. And you're weary. You've caught an hour or two here or there, reliving that experience in your mind, dreaming about it. But all of your sleep is broken with images of that creature. And it is still in the dark of the morning, after midnight, but not long after midnight. And you're thinking about the misery if you have to do this for a 3rd day in a row. And that's when the phone rings.
Up and I go answer it. Yeah, hello?
Hello? Hello? This is Mr. Winston. Hello?
I hang up. I honestly feel like he would just hang up. That legitimately like spooked me. Yeah, he hangs up and he takes a step back. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is it still ringing? Oof. If he like waits there for a good like 2 minutes, is it still gonna ring? Because he's just gonna stare at it. Didn't like that. Oh man.
Yeah, it keeps ringing.
Picks it back up. I mean, it takes a couple of minutes of just he paces around the room he's in, probably some, another one of the hostels, and he paces around the room and he's just like wiping his hands on his pants, like, oh, okay, I'm in this now. I've done something. There's no going back, and he has to compose himself. And yeah, he picks up the phone again.
Is that you, Harvey? Mr. Winston?
That's, yeah. Listen, I'm trying to find a kidney. It's not exactly,
Hey, don't worry about it. This, who I am. I'm just calling to inform you that kidney, you still got till, midnight tonight. But hey, don't worry about it. I thought you might be just a little distraught over the whole situation, so I took the liberty in giving you a hand. A small favor, of course. Just a small favor, but look, that's not what's important right now. What's important right now is what you get for it, my friend. That is valuable.
What exactly is that?
No, I got someone else who happens to owe me a small favor. And he's gonna get
escorted to a predetermined location with everything ready to go. So, all of that hard organizational and logistical work has been relieved from your worried mind. Hey, I think I even got you some police protection. See what kind of friend I am. Listen, you follow any directions you get, Harvey, but don't try to fuck me. Unless, of course, you really wanna fuck me.
How could I do that, man? You took my last condom. Okay, where's this location?
Oh, it's coming. You're gonna go to a party. It's gonna be fun. I kinda wish I could be there, really, but I don't get to get out as much as I used to. But I did get this fucking phone, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Do I need to bring anything?
Oh, you just bring you, Harvey. Like I said, you just follow the directions. They're coming. I'll see you tonight.
Oh, okay. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Oh, fuck.
And with that, our stage goes dark.
Ah, that was scary.
However, when the lights come back up, we are at Vienno's Italian restaurant. Adjusting some levels here. Detective Sasso, you are there. Also in the room is a young man in his 20s. You've seen him on the street. You've received info from him from time to time in the past, and when the opportunity to take good drugs from the murdering criminals you deal with on the daily starts to dry up, you've been able to get them from him from time to time with pretty much no hassle. Sasha, you're also here. You have only been here once before. You are aware of the connections to your trade at this particular establishment, but you are a few rungs down and haven't had this kind of FaceTime with any of the execs. The both of you stand at the side of the table where Paul Vienno sits, stabbing Ziti with his fork, and looks up at the both of you. I know you both knows each other, so we'll save the pleasantries for some other time. There's a lot of shit happening tonight, and I'm down to a skeleton crew, if you know what I mean. Normally, I'd send some other fucker just to give this order, but tonight I'm called in, so you gets it from me. You see that scared sack of shit standing over there with his little girl? And if you both look over to the bar, you'll see a middle-aged man dressed in a very nice suit with a very nice haircut, and a 12-year-old girl in front of him, his hands on her shoulders. She stands close. He points his fork, Ziti on the tines, at a man, the well-kept man. Both of those people look pretty scared. That guy, that combination of the guy and the girl, I don't know, apparently are required to make good on a favor to a friend of ours. He owes a debt. You take him here, and he slips you, Jerry, a piece of paper with an address. I want you both to go. Make sure this gets done by whoever, I don't know. I don't really care. Just hang around and make sure that in the end, my ass end is covered in this swap. Walk away when you know it's all over. I don't want some shit sneaking up on me later. And he just goes back to his food.
So,
Sasha is very pissed. I mean, this is a place that he specifically avoids. So you can, he's not hiding it in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
He's just fucking pissed that he has to deal with this.
Working with Paul.
Go ahead.
Well, just working with Paul for the last 10 years?
Yeah.
The last decade. I would know what he meant by needing the pair of them, right? What is he exactly wanting us to do? Kidnap him? Take care of him?
Well, the kidnapping is it's all handled for you. It's a voluntary situation. He owes a debt. We're gonna go help him pay that debt. That covers our end of the whole fucking thing.
So he's in on it.
Yeah, you could say that. Sasha, make a act under pressure roll.
Oh.
Yeah, if you look at them, they're both there. The girl looks frightened out of her mind, like she has no idea what's going on. The guy kind of looks like he knows what he's going on, but is too
17, baby.
Scared out of his mind. I'd say you're acting under pressure. That might have been a keep it together, but we'll say that just acting to maintain your composure or anything else that you want to do right now is pretty good. You do what you intended, so you're not letting it show how upset you are.
So what's this guy's title? Is he... how do I address him?
He is...
Do I call him Don? Do I call him...
Yeah, a guy like you, you don't know what to call him. You don't call him shit. Yeah, Mr. Vienna is his name to you.
Mr. Vienna.
Yeah. He's the underboss. There's like the boss of the family.
Right.
And it's
that's not this guy.
He's like some old guy, and even then, this stuff that you're like talking about, you're up with the CEOs and stuff. You're way out of your element.
So why the fuck am I here?
Short-staffed.
So what, you want me to be a driver?
You asking him this?
Yeah.
No. I want you to be there to make sure this fucking girl doesn't do anything, and to make sure that fucking guy doesn't do anything, and to make sure that Jerry can handle himself. I want you to make sure this fucking thing happens.
Hey, Paul, if you don't trust this guy, I can take care of it by myself.
Oh, no. I trust him, and for some fucking reason, I'm sure-handed, and you need backup, and his name was mentioned, so he's going.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm going.
I know he can handle his shit. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's good. Hopefully you guys won't have to do a goddamn thing but stand there and watch the party.
So are we making the first move, or is he...
No, they've got a van waiting out front with the driver, and
okay, so we just walk this guy to the van.
Yeah.
Okay. Simple enough.
As you're having this last conversation with him, finishing up these last few details, and you notice his aggravation as he pins these last few pointed sentences in your direction. And this is something that both of you have started to see more and more frequently since you started seeing things. And you both know what I'm talking about. Paul's face starts to crack a little. Around the cheeks, like a little spider web split, like his face was bad makeup. And when he scoops down that last bite of ziti before you decide to ask another question or accomplish the task, the tongue comes out of his mouth to take the ziti off the fork, and it's like long and comes to a point and has like little bumps, noticeable bumps.
Like a lizard?
No, it's uglier than a lizard, and a lizard is forked. This comes to a needle point, and it just kind of shoots out, snatches the. I mean, you just barely catch it. If it was,
this is after Harvey and I went down the alley. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Harvey and I have already gone down the alley. We've already met. Okay. Then I'm sticking with my coolness roll, and I'm not letting this phase me.
Right. I'm just mentioning it that you are now aware, both of you. So I'm going to not hide some little things for you. And when you see breaks in the illusion, then you realize that Paul is not a person.
Yep, even more reason for me to keep my mouth shut.
Because what you have started to witness, Jerry, if you read, you saw some of that information ever since your night at the art gallery. You go to a crime scene, especially the more violent ones, and you see things. You look at a painting, you see that moving shit again. You see blood on the floor. Sometimes if you stare too hard, you can see right through the blood into some other thing. Like it was a hole, a blood puddle-shaped hole in the floor. And that sort of thing is happening more and more, and you do the right, and then it's gone. But you've noticed from time to time you'll look at somebody and their eyes will be weird, not human. And this is another one of those situations. His anger starts to rise up, and you're like, what? And so just one more clue as to the illusion that's going on around you.
As soon as I saw that, I kept it together because that's what Jerry does.
Uh-oh. Who lost who? Is it me?
Hello?
Okay, now Zoom just lagged out. Everybody froze up for a second. I was like, hang on, what happened?
Yeah, Jerry's just promptly going to go to the bathroom and pour out a nice fat line because that's his coping mechanism now.
Right.
And he...
More and more.
Cracks all of his, gets ready for what's going to happen, and then walks out, nods to Sasha.
Yeah, when you come back out, I'm already, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 hits into a joint, and I'm like, after you, detective.
I nod. I walk up to the bar next to the man. I motion to Sasha to kind of stand a seat away from the girl, but on the opposite side of me and with the two in between us. And I order an old-fashioned. I look over to the guy. I go, "You got the time, buddy?"
I'd really kind of like to just, get this thing going, if you don't mind.
Why not? And he slams the drink down, kind of grabs his arm to pick him up, and then motions for them to both go out the door.
I'll wait till the detective and the guy and the little girl start moving, and I'll be 2 steps behind him.
Yeah, he's going to be behind, and then I'll be leading us on the way out. But before I turned around, I kind of grabbed my KULT in my jacket. I go, no funny business. Got it?
Oh, to the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man.
And then he leads them out the door with Sasha in the very back behind him.
Yeah, there's another guy who's driving, and he slides the door open and kind of just rough hands him in a little bit. And after you.
Shotgun.
And we're going to cut to Blythe.
Ugh, okay.
And once again, Blythe, it's wonderful living in Park Avenue because you guys get invited to all the really cool stuff. And things have starting to gotten pretty weird for you too, especially you two were at the art exhibit, saw some pretty crazy things, experienced a little edge to the old man that you weren't aware of. And tonight it's kind of a similar situation. He comes to you with this little bit of a smile on his face, says, "We're going to a party."
A party, sir? What type of party?
Oh, it's, a lovely party with drinks and music and people to talk to. You like to talk to people, don't you, Blythe?
Sure, if you say so.
I have to show off my doll once in a while.
Oh, yes, sir. Should I go change?
Go make yourself look wonderful.
Yes, sir. And she leaves and goes up the stairs to her closet room. And when, this will be like a high scale party, correct? If I'm understanding the doctor correctly.
Yeah, you only
high class.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing he ever takes you to. Well, at least that's the way they start.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So she will probably start with really, really, really classy type lingerie underneath, black lace, with the cute little garter belts and everything. And then she'll slap on a dress, slap on some stockings. The dress is red tonight. It's deep blood red.
Just before you get the dress on, the private line on your nightstand rings. My Roll20 sound is acting funky tonight.
All right. I go over there and I say, hello? Pick up the phone. Hello?
Hey,
Hi?
you don't know who this is, do you? I saw you at a party once.
A party?
Yeah, your name's Blythe, right?
Yes, this is Blythe speaking.
Yeah, I saw you at a party once. You were with that old guy. Was that your husband? I'm just acting like a husband.
Yes, the doctor's my husband. Yes, that's him.
He can't hear us, can he?
No.
That's cool.
Who is this? Who is this?
I'm nobody. I'm just somebody. I thought you looked kind of cool and tracked you down. Wanted to give you a call.
Oh.
That guy was kind of creepy. I thought maybe you needed a friend.
Oh, well, he really doesn't like me talking to people that he doesn't really know about. So, I should probably get going.
Oh, it's all right. If you can't hear us, you don't want to chat for a minute? I mean, if you can't chat, I guess you can't chat. I don't know. You just look, you look young, and I'm not interested in, like, a girlfriend or anything, but, I thought you might want somebody to talk to as that old ghost.
I just... Who are you?
My name's Tom.
Tom?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess you're not really a stranger anymore. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What you doing tonight?
The doctor's taking me to a party. I should really go and get changed.
You going to the party at the warehouse?
I don't know. He didn't really tell me. He said it was really nice.
I bet that's it. There's a really nice party going on at the warehouse tonight.
Oh.
It's supposed to be really something cool going on there. I think I'm going to try to go. I don't know. You got to have an invitation, and I don't have one, but I might be able to sneak in. There's a pool, I think.
Oh.
Inside.
Wow.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really fucking cool.
Sounds really cool. Well, maybe I'll see you there then, maybe.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Okay.
It's good talking to you, Blythe. I'm always looking for a friend. I think you need a friend, too. I think we'll be good friends.
Good friends. Oh, okay. Yeah, we could probably be good friends. That's probably okay.
I knew you were cool.
Wow. Thanks.
Hey, maybe I'll see you later.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Cool.
Bye. I gotta go now.
All right, I'll call you later. Bye.
And she just hangs up the phone.
Red flag. Red flag. Red flag.
How young am I right now? Am I still 14?
No, you're. This is.
Am I 15 now?
Yeah, this is the year. This is in that final year before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything's starting to come together.
Okay.
So, Harvey, you're sitting at home, and you hear the old shk underneath the bedroom door, and there it is, just like a spy movie. A little envelope.
I'm gonna get up, and he's runs to the door and opens it up, and I want to see if I can catch anyone.
Oh, you'd be like fly the door open.
Yeah,
No, you hear footsteps down the hall.
but I don't see anyone.
No.
Okay.
You said you were back at the hostel, right?
Yeah. I kind of like half-heartedly like go, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, you hear nothing. Some Iranian guy sticks his head out of a door down the end of the hall.
Oh,
Mutters
sorry.
something.
That's wrong. Sorry about that. So he gets down. I'm gonna pick up the envelope, slowly shut the door behind me, lock it because I feel a little paranoid at this point, and I'm gonna open it up.
It is a very nice envelope. It's like an invitation envelope, the foil lined, feels nice when you pick it up, deserves better than to be tossed across the floor under a door like that. But it's looks like a formal party invitation. It's got an address. You are formally invited. It doesn't have your name on it. It's just a generic. In that regard.
What time is it gonna happen?
That night, in just a few hours.
Okay. He definitely is very careful about the envelope because he can tell this is something a little more fancy. He runs his fingers over the foil lining, looks it up, kind of turns it over to see if there's any weird messages on the back. Or anything like that at all.
All right, no, it's got one of those little cool foil labels, the little stickers that they use to seal the envelope down.
That is fancy.
Yeah, it's got some strange symbol. It's not a letter. It looks kind of like an icon of a half rising sun. A horizon and then a circle, and then there's 5 beams coming off of this circle.
Okay. And I have one more question for Duke, actually. When the things happened with the swap dealer, I know that Sasha was getting a little freaked out by it. Did he basically say that Harvey was on his own finding this? Because I feel like if he's in the situation, there's a chance he would probably call Sasha for help. But if Sasha was like, dude, you're on your own on this one.
I never directly said that to you.
It was highly implied. Probably.
What I did say to you was, what the fuck did you do? What did you do? That's what I kept saying to you over and over and over again.
Okay.
Because I had run into these things long before you knew about them. And had, at least interactions and seen things and all of that stuff before you had. So I don't think I would have cut you off completely.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried to get the hell out of there as fast as I could after we got back through that doorway.
Noted. Okay. He's probably going to try to do this on his own then if he saw Sasha react that way.
As far if timing makes any decision, I would I know I kind of skipped through the day a little bit. I didn't expect a whole lot to happen that day, and it was daytime and nothing scary happens in the sunlight yet. So
thanks.
I would allow if you really feel like I'd kind of like to, but that's going to kind of mess up the narrative. If you wanted to give Sasha a page, I would let him get that page just before he leaves the restaurant to allow him that phone call before he finishes up his previous actions of getting into the van.
I was just trying to figure out if Harvey would call him. I feel like we're putting a lot of time into this, but if
no, that's fine. I'm just gonna let you know if that factors into Harvey's decision. That's what time it is. So
he definitely thinks about it. He has a long moment before he gets ready where he's wondering, should I call Sasha? Sasha is my guy. He helps me through things like this. But with the reaction after the swap dealer and what happened, he's like...
And you kind of have an idea...
I don't want to involve him in anything else right now. This is...
Plus, you kind of have an idea of what's in store. I mean, in a roundabout way.
So... He thinks about that for a moment, takes a deep breath, and goes to... He's got a single suitcase. It's raggedy. The zipper's broken so that it's stuck halfway, and he has to kind of shimmy his hand through to find clothes. Finds the same exact outfit he had about a year or so ago, actually, for the art exhibit. But it's more wrinkly. You know, his nicest pair of jeans and a plain black button-up shirt.
Very nice. And then we will go to the party.
I don't know how he'd get there. I know is it close by?
I'll say it's not outside of your means of normalcy. I'm not going to get too bent up on the transportation issue inside the city.
Yeah.
So, although, thanks. Yeah, Harvey's broke. He's got to hoof it.
Maybe he has a bicycle.
He's got to hoof it uptown. No, you can get it.
Cool.
And it is a stereotypical, very nice late 80s, because not everybody has got themselves clicked over. However, there is some trendy people here, but in the 80s going into the 90s, the stuff that was considered trendy could get a little bit on the edge, as it were. So you can see some pretty interesting people and some pretty interesting things. Some people are dressed in normal black tie, but to see somebody with a bit of a masquerade flair is not uncommon. Maybe even a mask is also not uncommon. And there are catering people walking around, and the catering staff are all in, the half tux, black pants, tux shirt, bow tie, no jackets. But they all have black and white eye masks, like Lone Ranger masks, that they're wearing. And there's music and mingling. There's several hundred people there. For those who arrive via the back door, there is a loading ramp that the van is backed down to, and the back doors of the van are opened up, and you are ushered in to a back door there with the driver. He opens the door, will help you get your cargo up onto the dock and into the door, and then he will close the door behind you, and then that's the last you see of the driver. When you go in, you are in the lower level of the warehouse. This went down, so you're in the basement for most parts. The floor level is a few feet above ground level, so there's a little bit of play there, but you get the point. You're in the bottom level, and it's just a big empty room. There are just one or two lights and a whole lot of dark empty space that you can't see into, and underneath the lights, they're closest to you are 2 chairs and about 10 rolls of duct tape.
Oh,
This is Harvey, right?
No. This is
us.
This is Jerry and Sasha. Harvey,
There's a party?
yeah, no, Harvey and Blythe, you guys are going to come in through the front door.
we
Okay.
are the only ones. Sasha and I, other than the 2 we have kidnapped, are the only ones there, right?
Yeah, Bluto, the
Yeah,
driver,
well,
helped you load up. And
So I see the 2 chairs and the duct tape.
Yeah.
I immediately grab hold of the guy, because I'm not doing that to the little girl.
right.
That's fine.
I grab hold of the guy, and I push him towards the chair.
I grab my gun out and I motion for her to get in the chair.
Sit down.
You too. And then, since Sasha doesn't want to duct tape the little girl, I'll do the minimum required amount of duct tape for her to not be able to move anywhere.
Right on. Now she's crying and whimpering. She's not like begging for her life or anything like that, but she is crying. You have heard her call this man next to her daddy from time to time. And he looks like stir-fried dog shit and continues to get worse by the moment without any effort at all. Blythe and Harvey, you guys come in through the front door. As things start to get closer to the 0 hour, as everything starts to get to that point, and the gentlemen are downstairs unloading, duct taping, examining their whereabouts. There is a set of stairs there close to where your guys' chairs are and stuff, but there is a lot of black void in that area too. The warehouse proper, where the party is, well lit, huge, big, open area, beautiful, with a loft balcony all the way around. Other rooms, it's a great big fabulous space that they're promoting for a couple little boutique shops and a gallery and all sorts of wonderful things, but there's lots of strange people. And shortly before midnight, Harvey and Blythe, you hear that same ting 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 on the champagne glass, and the thing that it immediately reminds you of is the art gallery. It's just some weird, and you know that it's not that lady. You haven't seen her since that night. But it kind of just does that thing.
Who's the tinger?
It is a rather generic looking man in a suit, very tall, black suit, thin black tie, and he has taken he was wearing a fedora. He takes his hat off. Blythe, make a... Oh, I don't even know what it is. I'm just going to say, you've recognized this man. You've seen this man at your house before. You don't know his name, but you've seen him. It is a face that you've seen. I'll put it that way.
Question.
Yeah.
For my advantage, since I'm not technically cursed yet, can I still use it?
Yeah, you can use it anytime you want to.
Okay. One of my 3 options is to see the true form of a creature or location.
Oh.
Ooh.
I would like to use it on this man.
Okay.
Ooh. Good move.
When
Add a girl.
The DM smiles.
When you take a look at this guy, and this is a cool little ability that you've learned how to use since over the last couple days since your deal with the swap dealer. He is not a person.
Okay.
He is a little bit taller than he looks. He's probably verging on the 7-foot limit. He is dressed in what I would describe as a strapped leather trench coat. So it's like leather from neck to floor, but it is tight, and it is got lots of straps. And on all of these straps, there are rings and links, and to each one of these rings and links that are just kind of scattered, he's got them at his waist and from his arm and his chest, and he has various rusty blades, hooks, various instruments that could be for nothing other than tearing flesh from bone.
No.
And he has pale skin, and he has white pupilless eyes, I think, if I remember my description correctly.
Awesome.
I don't want him
I was like,
to be
this
around
guy
again.
sounds familiar.
I don't like this one. Ugh.
He
Damn
hears
it.
the clink, 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 and Harvey looks up, and there's just something that happens. Like, he doesn't trust this man, and he closes his eyes for a moment, and he's a man in a suit, and he opens them back up, and he's this monstrosity in leather, and he closes his eyes again and opens them, and he's still a monstrosity in leather and chains and blades.
And he's looking right at you now.
Oh,
He's locked eyes with you. And he says, "We have a guest tonight. A very special guest. An up-and-comer in the acting world. Soon to be a star on stages all across Broadway. Harvey Winston." Come here, Harvey. Say something.
Hello.
He's raising a glass of champagne. You are seeing something different. Everybody else sees a pleasant man in a suit with a glass of champagne. It is a black goo that you see in this glass that he holds up to you.
Well, he's... Do I need to roll for this? I'm not...
You can keep it together. Roll a plus willpower.
So I'm like, oh, okay.
Thank you for asking.
Woo! Harvey really keeps it together.
Holy moly, a 21.
super keeping it together.
So
Yeah, you grit your teeth and stay the course.
yeah, he came into this knowing that this was gonna be something, and he takes a moment and looks around and notices that nobody else seems to be freaking out. And maybe it's the curse slowly setting in and the swap dealer like influence, but he suddenly feels like he can actually act his way through this. So yeah, he swallows just a little bit of spit behind, trying to keep his mouth not being so dry, and slowly approaches the stage, stares at the creature for a moment, and then bravely looks away out over the crowd and stands next to him. Yeah, hi everybody, I'm Harvey Winston. Really glad to be here. Hoping to, make some magic for you folks. Auditioning for a few roles, and you'll just have to keep an eye out.
When you say magic, he's puts his hand on your shoulder, like he's got his arm around you, and you hear him chuckle.
So, who has the pleasure of announcing me today, if I may ask? And he's looking up.
Oh, Harvey Winston, everybody. And everybody just starts applauding. Yeah, oh, yeah. And he goes, oh, everybody here knows me, Harvey. It's okay. All right, so now the time has come. I would like for all of our special guests to move to the basement. The door is right over there. Everybody else, please enjoy the free open bar. The band will be playing. The party will go on all night long. And with that word, the doctor takes Blythe, and he does not remove his hand from your shoulder, Harvey, and starts walking you to the doorway where the stairs are.
I don't want to go.
as do about 5 or 6 other well-dressed people from the crowd, all wearing masks.
Do I have to go to the basement? This is a rather nice party you've put together here, sir. I think I'd like to mingle with some people.
I know you would, Harvey, but I think you owe somebody, don't you?
Ooh. He's got you in a
With
bun.
that, yeah, he shuts up and he goes.
It's time, Harvey. It's all right. You got people behind you. Look, you've got an audience. And with that, he opens the door, and you see darkly lit stairs. A little bit of light coming down from the bottom. You can hear a little bit of movement, shuffling, as I'm sure a couple of impatient people who have just 10 minutes ago taped up some people. Now you see light coming from the top of the stairs, and a crowd of people, that small crowd of people that are starting to come down the stairs. And this is where we're going to take a break.
Wow. All right.
Booyah.
Is this crowd people? Who is people?
The social elite.
You two. They're all demons.
A chorus of demons.
Where's the demons? 9:30. Oh, it's actually we're only at 9:30. I'm still thinking different time.
Hey,
So,
did you see that Chris is not at work
oh,
tonight?
he's not.
Called in. He called in.
So he's getting cleaned up and gonna get some grub and some smokes, and I think he might be available to join us.
That would be awesome.
That it would.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Because then we could jump over.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, Chris. All right. Well, then we'll just keep going for a little bit until if he's going to come on, then we'll hold out and take a break when we know he's coming. That way we can take some time and readjust.
Sweet. So now we get to watch Heartbeat.
We get to we get to hang out for a few. We get to hang out for a few minutes longer.
So Sasha,
yeah,
I would have done two things.
Oh yeah.
During this time, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I would have gone to the little girl, and I would have put a Valium in her mouth.
All right.
And then I would have put 2 Valium in my mouth.
Okay.
Jerry's doing bumps of coke.
It's just a drug fest down there.
It's one of my disadvantages. I just do drugs all the time.
I give the dad a bump.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of which,
Generous.
I'm actually glad you said that, Duke, because Jerry, you actually have a drug problem.
Oh, for sure.
So you, if I remember correctly, let me see, page 2. Oh wait, no. Disadvantages are on page 1. You need to roll, sir. 2d10.
Okay. $10.
Oh.
Looks like I'm doing some coke.
Austin's like, I don't need to roll to do cocaine.
I'll just do it for fun.
Yeah.
Well, here's the
way
thing.
Too poor to afford a coke habit.
Do you have drug addict as one of your disadvantages?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not you doing coke. What happens is Curtis now gets to take one hold since you rolled a 10. So that means he gets to wait, and he basically gets to hold on to a free move and gets to make you do something at some point tonight in the session, based on your drug addiction.
Oh, that's exciting.
That's awesome.
Bring it. I'm ready.
Do you want me to roll too?
Do you have that?
Oh yeah.
Then yes.
Are we coke buddies?
Okay, buddy.
They're snorting out of each other's fingernails.
Oh, that's so cute.
I got a 13, so you have one hold for me too.
Nice.
Yeah, so for example, this is how it reads in the book. You cannot resist using the drug, run out of drugs, become indebted to a dangerous person, put yourself in danger while under the influence of drugs, or ruin something important to you.
Oh God.
And those are just examples. That's not
One away.
Curtis
you
is
don't
already
have to
talking
follow
up some
that.
crazy shit already for other parts of this game, so I can only imagine what the hold is going to do for the two of us.
Hard scene.
Oh, I have this huge sky raisin flying around.
Make us shit our pants.
I know. I kind of have to pee a little bit. Some might come out. It's late night stream, you know.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Well, they come down the stairs. You see the tall guy pushing Harvey down. Jerry, you recognize him. You are a studier of faces, and you've seen his before at the art gallery.
Can I see through the veil enough to see that this isn't a guy, that this is some sort of entity?
Give me a roll plus soul to see through the illusion.
Want me to as well?
Sure.
No. Come on, do it.
Roll 20's been acting a little buggy tonight.
12.
Oh shit! We rolled the same thing, dude.
You both rolled as well?
At the same time.
Coke
Nice.
buddies.
It's Peruvian flake, by the way. You would know that, though.
How did you get a hold of Peruvian flake? Did you steal it from somebody? You had to have stolen it from the evidence room.
Probably.
Probably. That sounds like him.
He gets it straight
For
from
sure.
the Peruvian he just busted.
We busted a low-level band called Motley Crue.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, this is 88, 89. Motley Crue's the biggest fucking band in the world.
Yeah, not low level.
Timelines are off for me.
Okay, so yes, you do see this when he starts coming down the stairs. You start to see it, the leather-clad, tall, pale figure with Harvey coming down the steps. Behind him are several well-dressed people, most with masks, except for a couple, including the older guy and Blythe, the doll.
Okay, I would have backed up out of the light. I would have gotten back if I saw that guy coming down the stairs.
Okay.
The doctor? Or...
No, not the doctor, because
Oh,
the
okay.
demon led the way, right?
Yeah.
I want to see the true form of the doctor.
Get off my doctor.
Do you think I would recognize Blythe and Jerry? Like, I feel like they were the two I can't. Definitely Jerry, because I stared at him a lot at art gallery.
I had it in my head to give you the guys the familiarity, kind of like Agatha Christie gives some of her characters when she first puts them in the room, like, oh yeah, I remember you. We were at a party thing, you know, where there's like just the mildest of acquaintance sort of thing going on. So yeah, you recognize. So in a sense, yes.
Okay.
Harvey, at the bottom of the stairs are a man in like a sport coat or a suit coat of some sort. What are you wearing, Jerry? I'm sure your tie is probably loose and disheveled looking.
Absolutely, like just a loosened tie, a silver dress shirt that has stains. He's taken off his jacket because it's hot in the fucking warehouse.
Right.
Baxter?
No, that's
Not
duck
Baxter.
sauce.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
If he comes over here, I'll show him to you.
So yeah, you've got a pretty disheveled looking cop.
They're that's a good way to describe all of them, Curtis. They're all disheveled looking.
Clip, please.
Blooper reel.
Freudian slip.
He's cute, kitty. Come here.
Segue to the cat. and Sasha. Whatever the fuck he looks like.
Sasha, I probably can't see Sasha at this point.
Leather
though. You
Oh, well, yeah, that's right, because when he saw the guy coming down the steps, he stepped into the shadow a little bit.
But I recognize that cop. I spent a good party just eyeballing
There's a
that
duck
cop.
sauce.
Oh, that's awesome.
What a good.
As you come down in a little bit of the space behind... Here's the funny thing. Sasha, you kind of back up into that darkness a little bit. As they hit the bottom of the steps, you're no longer in the darkness because that bit of the warehouse that you just backed up into lights up. And like behind you, about 10 feet or so, is a stone altar, like this stone slab block thing. Not well carved or anything. It's just a big block of marble. And next to it is a pedestal of matching marble. Nothing on it, just a pedestal. And so this is what happens. That lights up. You now see Sasha, unless he ducks over to the side to find some new shadow to get into.
No, I mean, I would have seen that thing, and I mean, I don't know that I even would have paid attention to Harvey necessarily. I just would have been like, oh shit, and backed up. And now the lights are on, and I see Harvey. And then I see the doctor.
Yes, you know the doctor.
Oh yeah.
Doctor too.
The doctor.
That's
too.
right.
Get it?
Yeah, you also know the doctor.
I don't know that I would be able to not lock eyes with Harvey and just be, because I know. Like I fucking know. I know what this is now.
Right.
Harvey still, he has an idea, but he still doesn't completely know, because he thought he could just go to an organ donor, you know, and find something like this. But so he sees Sasha, and he feels some kind of weird relief, and he kind of like smiles a little bit, but he's pale, he's sweating, he's got this demon whose form he can't see with his hand on him. So, but it's some sort of comfort to see Sasha.
Yeah, he's got his arm on you like a Sunday school teacher. And so yeah, walking down, and the crowd sort of comes down. There's probably 10, 12 people outside of your core group. And from the sides where there is still darkness, it's a big warehouse. I mean, we're only lighting up spots. Step 2 figures in like these blood red robes, and they have on those, I want to say it's those really, they used to really creep me out, those full head rubber President Nixon masks. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Except it's not President Nixon, it's Harvey Winston.
Wait, are these guys coming from behind the pedestal behind me? Is that where you said they were coming
They're
from?
coming from basically from the sides of you, from beside you.
Oh, fuck that. I'm out.
You can like jump forward back into the crowd.
Yeah, like I'm getting out of their way. Nope. I'm not doing this.
And the little girl and her father, they're
still
tied up?
they're still sitting there in the chair at the moment. However, the people have, with the masks on, have kind of started to circle around them a little bit. And the 2 robed figures have stepped forward from out of nowhere, basically, with these masks on. And one of them carries what looks to be an urn. It's urn-shaped, that sort of rounded cylinder with an obvious lid, except it's not stone and it's not shiny. It looks like it's old cast iron, dark, rough, kind of pitted looking. You know what I'm talking about? Like ancient iron that's seen weather. The other one has a regular medical tray, stainless steel medical tray with blue paper and about 30 scalpels. And they come walking out and they set them on the pedestal next to the stone slab. And then they stand there. The doctor whispers in Blythe's ear as he produces this little, really cool looking jewel dagger with about a 3-inch blade, just this tiny little thing, and says, "Go cut the girl loose and take her up there."
I have to do it? Okay.
And if you look up at him and ask that question, he has just got this big, proud as daddy can ever be look on his face. Like, you go, girl. Just cut the tape. Just cut her loose. Take her up there. You're young. It'll make her feel good.
Okay. I don't think Blythe thinks anything truly bad is gonna happen to the little girl. Maybe she's just gonna be a witness. Maybe Blythe is just kidding herself, but she's like, all right, I'm gonna go do this because he told me to. And so she takes the really pretty dagger and she goes and she looks at the little girl in her eyes, which was a bad mistake.
She's looking pretty sleepy.
Yeah, okay. I'm so sorry. She just kind of puts the tape on both sides and takes her tiny little hands. And I take her to the pedestal, to the knives.
To the big stone block. It's about a 20-foot walk.
All right. And I just take her and I grab one of her hands and I lead her over there. I do a little brush back on her hair, like push it behind her ears. I'm like, it'll be okay. It'll be fine. And then she just hurries back to the doctor's side, like, all right, did it.
Jerry's just looking around like, what the fuck? This is some culty ass shit.
Yeah, it gets even weirder. The group with the masks on have loosened the father, and they have him, and they're just kind of holding him. You know, a couple have got his arms, and he's not struggling or anything there, and they're guiding him up to the stone. And the stranger, as I like to call him, who is the man that is with Harvey, or the not man that is with Harvey. Harvey, he pushes you towards the two robed figures that have masks, that really ugly, goofy, rubbery mask that is a characterization of your own face.
He weakly stumbles forward, and the small bit of relief he got from seeing Sasha didn't really last very long when those men stepped out, and then he actually took a moment to look around the room, and he notices the little girl, and he starts to kind of put two and two together. And as soon as he sees that little girl and he sees Blythe take the little girl, he's just crying, but quietly, and there's just a few tears going down his cheeks, but his face is stone. What now?
He guides you up to the block.
Listen,
I don't even know. I can find him a kidney. I'll look at hospitals. It doesn't have to. This doesn't have to be
Harvey, it's okay, Harvey. We've made it so easy for you. So easy. And it's kind of got to be this way.
I don't even know where the kidneys are.
That's okay. As you walk up there, the two masked figures, one of them steps over and pulls the girl's shirt up to expose a piece of her abdomen, and then literally flips out a Sharpie and draws a line.
Well, X marks the spot.
I'm sure anyone else here is probably more proficient than me. I can help.
Yeah, and when you say that, you hear this little bit of chuckle, and that's when the doctor has walked up and pats Blythe on the shoulder. Good job, honey. And sort of kind of nudges you over to the side. And he says, I'm a surgeon. I'll help you.
Oh my god. Okay.
And he kind of puts his arms around you, and he says, you see that line right there? What you're going to do is you're going to take one of those scalpels, and you're going to cut down that line, and you're going to cut in about 1.25 inches. That's going to open that all up. And then you're going to reach in the hole just straight in, and you're going to feel it about 4 inches in, just this baseball-sized glob of goo.
Do you want to do it?
No, I just told you how. I'll make sure you don't mess it up.
Harvey closes his eyes for a moment, and then he opens them back up. And I want to use my second bound ability on the doctor.
Ooh, okay. I was waiting for somebody to use something.
Jerry's about to do something if something doesn't change.
I just want to see what he looks like.
Oh, you're looking at the doctor?
Yeah, the doctor. With my see-through form.
Okay, so the doctor looks like humanoid in a way. It's kind of like Jabba the Hutt, kind of like the swap dealer in a way, except it's got eyes and a mouth and just 2 arms, but it's got that no neck, cone head, big body, no hair. Very ugly. The eyeballs are black, but the colored part is white, and they're cat shaped. And it has this long, very pointy looking tongue with like these little bumps and stuff on it. Then it kind of flicks out and like snakes out and does this thing and then goes back in.
Oh,
wow. My husband, ladies and gentlemen.
He does that. Yeah, he does that. He closes his eyes for a moment, licks his lips, opens them back up, and he sees the doctor. And he kind of takes another breath and slowly takes the scalpel from him. So you... What are you? Are you guys brothers? He kind of just says weakly, a lame attempt to lighten the situation. Talking about him and the swap dealer.
Oh.
Oh.
He just smiles at you and kind of...
Okay.
Blythe has figured out what's happening, and she's just ghostly white.
Well, he after he does that, let me see. I'm like, do I have any other advantages? No. Okay, this is it. Yeah, he's looks at the swap dealer the mini one, the not quite swap dealer, but looks like the swap dealer, and
They're called lictors. I'll just go ahead and spill the beans.
Ooh, meta.
Yeah.
I feel like I should roll for this. Coolness, act under pressure.
Yes, you should.
Wanna
Or
see
keep
how
it
does.
together. I'll let you pick.
Which ones keep it together?
Roll plus willpower.
Oh, I have a 2 on both.
So it doesn't matter.
Wow, Harvey.
19. He puts
So
a
if I
scalpel in your hand, and you feel like you can do this, like you can make that cut.
Like they all gotta be in this together somehow, so yeah. He tries not to look at the little girl. He does his best, but there's still a few tears. There's less now after he saw the true form of the doctor, and he slowly raises the scalpel and sticks it in.
Oh God.
Just once, and takes a few deep breaths, and he follows the marker as best as he can, slowly at first, and then it kind of increases in urgency, and he's trying his best not to hurt her, and just like whispering under his breath, like, I'm so sorry, and thinking in his brain, like, people can survive without kidneys. You don't need a kidney. Like, maybe if I do this just right, maybe if I do it clean, maybe if I try my best. But then he thinks about the people with the masks and everybody around him watching him, and it all just culminates in his brain, and he can't help it. He wants to be cleaner, but he goes faster, and he just goes faster, and then he stops. He makes the circle, and he stops, and he looks at her.
When
And he just he breaks down a little bit. He's like, I can't.
When you get to that point and you pull back your focus, and you zoom out,
Yeah.
you are no longer in the warehouse. You stand at a very ornate stone altar, and on that altar is a full-sized humanoid creature of an unrecognizable nature because it is completely flayed. But it's opened up. You are covered in blood, like you have been at work for hours. And as you look around, you see bits and pieces of people. Flesh, arms, legs, hunks of skin, whole back-sized sheets hanging from hooks, stretched out on stretchers, scattered around this room. There's half an inch of blood that you're standing in on the floor that is like gooey.
Yeah, he screams. Like, he's focused so hard on this, and then zooms out, and his hands are just covered in the blood, and he doesn't barely have any time to realize what's going on, and he's just screaming, and he's looking back and forth and at the ground and all around him, and then he just looks at the creature, and he's just screaming.
Everybody else who is Blythe, eyes, saucers, Sasha and Jerry, both watching Jerry torn between his troubles and his badge. Sasha does have some humanity still. And
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to. I don't know if I'd be able to handle this. Watching Harvey cut into this little girl, I feel like Sasha would.
When she goes to make the cut, you see everything. You see the blouse get raised up. You see the black marker get drawn. You see a little bit of verbal exchange, although you can't really hear what it is that they talk about. You've seen the doctor go up. You heard him laugh. You see her grab the scalpel. It's at that point that you guys see the doctor for what he is as well. The lictor shape. You also notice that all of the other people that came down have all other forms of tortured human looks in some fashion, like they've straps and chains and hooks and leather, and it's like a Hellraiser convention, a Hellraiser cosplay convention. And you see this great big picture, and then you start to see things tremor a little bit. Jerry, what are you doing?
As I'm noticing all this?
Yeah. Like the lead up, she's getting ready to make the cut.
I have my gun in one hand, and I honestly pop the top of my Coke vial and just as much as I can.
Jeez.
Little less than an 8 ball's worth in the vial. He doesn't do all of it, obviously.
Right.
He just takes a big old...
Okay, so this changes things a little bit. Just as Harvey is about to make that cut, and you guys don't see Harvey's face, you see the two masked Harveys have kind of gotten a hold of the victim's hands and feet, and Harvey's trembling hand is going to make that cut. And Jerry, it's taking too fucking long. You are down here and you have decided that this is a bunch of bullshit. You know it's about to happen. You're ready to get it over with. And you run up and grab the scalpel from Harvey's hand and cut in to the girl.
Okay. I was just going to put my gun to her head, or to Harvey's head, but that's cool too.
Oh.
I've been thinking this for a while. This is taking too goddamn long.
And yeah, and that's exactly what you do. You just run up and you just reach in there, cut it open, reach in there, yank out some kidneys, slap them in Harvey's hand, and walk away.
What?
Oh no!
Oh, that
Wait,
he had to make his move.
I think Blythe would have like shoved her face into the doctor's coat, you know, like didn't want to see that.
I call Harvey a pussy as I slap it in his hands.
Definitely helps that she's like drugged. At least she wasn't like screaming and crying.
Harvey's stone-faced. It's like you're talking to a blank wall.
But I
actually wiped my hands on Harvey's clothes.
Oh.
Wow, thanks.
With a sniff.
Can I tell if anything's happening to the dad?
Yeah. I mean, nothing. He's watching.
Right.
What's happening is he's. What you can imagine is happening.
Right. After I wipe my hands of the blood, I go over to the dad and I put my gun to his forehead.
Oh my god.
Impressive.
And I blow his fucking brains out.
Oh my god.
Unless, like, I notice people are, like, not wanting me to do that.
Yeah.
Like if they're planning on to like use him for something.
By this point, you don't see very many people down here. Blythe,
Right.
Harvey, Sasha.
Are there any objections to when I put my forehead? Is what I'm asking, I guess. Other than Blythe and Harvey.
If Blythe or Sasha say anything, Harvey's not saying anything. Harvey's in a trance.
I'm doing it. Okay. So Jerry's motivation, I guess, meta.
I hear you.
Is like, no, Dad. Like, I'm sorry, but if you're gonna put your daughter in this fucking situation, I'm gonna put a bullet in your goddamn head.
Right.
Wow.
I'm not upset with you about that at all.
So,
Like
yeah.
it doesn't that you blowing his brains out does not phase Sasha.
Nobody
Even a
flinches.
little
It
bit.
sounds like Blythe, probably the next youngest person in the room, gasps as it happens and will probably scream when it happens. But
Yep. I'm screaming. I do a little shriek.
all right, now we'll take a break. I think I saw Chris was ready.
Yeah, he's ready. Wow. Jeepers.
We need to insert the Wilhelm scream somewhere in that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
There's that clip. There's that scream that's used in movie after movie after movie after movie. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Another day in Manhattan.
Not only
Just the
did
average.
he let a murder happen,
I
he
should've used
is the
this
cause
mic.
of two.
Because my skill could be to look at a person or a location. I should have used it on the location.
Jeez.
Rookie mistake.
We're all learning as we go. All right, we're going to take a little intermission here while we get cameras and stuff rearranged and get Dr. Ernest so-and-so in here. And we will be right back.
100%
You just want that so that you see me not in first place. The only reason I want to keep first place is because it drives Erica crazy. It's the only fucking reason. That's all I care about.
Oh, and yes, we just
once we go back live again.
yeah,
We
it's-
just did,
We
yes.
just I got it. It's live.
Points. She will never catch up.
She says, "Hey."
Talking about you.
I love it. We are back, and we have a new player with this. Look at that. We went away to break and come back, and I got somebody else on the screen.
Playing hooky like a mug.
Yeah. Welcome, Chris. How are you this evening?
Fantastic, because I'm not working an overnight shift at a big box store.
Big box store.
At a random, generic big box store. We hate them
Not
all.
sponsored.
He who shall not be named.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to have you. Although, I don't know if your time here is going to be any prettier. It's been kind of crazy.
Lots of child killing from what I've seen.
Not killing.
Okay,
She was alive without a kidney.
Yeah, she got a
Eviscerating.
little stab.
The dad is definitely dead.
Yeah, he's super.
I'm pretty sure Jerry said he pulled 2 kidneys out. So
Oh my god.
I don't
just-
remember that.
reached all the way through
Yeah.
her.
It was
And
definitely
found
the one kidney.
He sub-zeroed her kidneys. He just,
You finished that little girl.
Harvey killed her for not doing a good job.
I'm very happy to be here, guys.
Ready to join the party.
Yay!
All excited. It's going to be fun.
What's up?
All right. So, I think we have to do. I know we need to do a roll for Blythe. You said we need to do a roll since you are meeting Jerry for the first time. Or do we have to wait until you actually meet?
Yeah, I have to meet him.
Okay, so we're almost there.
Yeah.
Okay, so the aftermath of the party, the warehouse party. We'll call it the kidney party.
No.
A dip in the kidney pool.
Ew.
Yep.
Kidney pie.
And the hits just keep on coming. Yeah, there's some blood and stuff. I'm going to get to you in a second, Harvey. Blythe, the doctor, just not a whole lot happens. The kidney goes in the urn, and the urn is carried away by the masked Harvey Winstons. I love those guys. And they're great at parties. They take the urn away and
Take it away, Ernie.
Take it away now.
Take it away, Ernie.
Get out of here, Harry
Harry
Potter.
Potter reference. I'm so sorry I had to.
Some people start going back upstairs. There's a couple of the masked people that kind of just hang around and small talk over the bodies. That's kind of what the doctor does, Blythe, for just a few, and then he'll go back upstairs, and it's just like a regular night, just a regular party. Sasha, do you do anything spectacular tonight, or anything that you want to get off your chest in this moment? Muted.
No, I would have. Fuck. No, I probably would have lit a cigarette and walked up to the detective and just walked past Harvey and just walked out of the room. I'd have just gone back through the warehouse door that we came in through.
Harvey hasn't moved, like, has been a statue.
Yeah, it's
still got the arm kind of stretched out as if he's about to make the cut.
Oh, this is before he blows the guy's brains out?
Before, during, and after. Harvey didn't move. Jerry takes the kidney out and then blows the guy's head off.
Right. Yeah, after that happens, we made our delivery. I'm
okay. Yeah,
I want nothing more to do with this scene. I've seen enough.
Yeah. Jerry walks out and is lighting a cigarette as he goes. Does another bump of coke.
Harvey, you are in this room of flesh. You start to notice a little bit of meandering from some of the darkness. Like out of a corner, you'll see a person come out, and they're dressed in party gear with a little mask on. It's like one of the people that came down to watch it, and then another one will appear, and they just start touching the flesh, the bodies, the pieces, like they're shopping for Gucci bags. There's a door in this room.
Is that big humanoid creature still in front of me?
The dead one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he's dead? Okay. Where's the door then? Is it like what direction?
It's on the wall to your right.
Okay. Well, he's definitely screams for a long time, probably until his voice gets hoarse and he sees these creatures approach him, and he wants to get out of there. He doesn't know what happened. For all he thought, he cut open into this little girl, and he's never done anything remotely like that ever in his life. So he stops screaming, and he, keeping his eyes kind of on the creatures and like taking a lot of very ragged breaths, he starts moving towards the door. And yeah, if no one stops him, he'll definitely try opening it.
Yeah, no, they don't pay any attention to you at all. If you make like noises and stuff, they might look at you, and if you act the way that you're acting, they may give you a look like, boy, you don't know what you're missing. They look at you sort of snobbishly, I suppose, but you can't really tell. They're focused on their stuff, but they just give you a cursory glance.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk to him. I'm just gonna head to the door.
Yeah, when you come through the door, you open it up and you step in about, it's like 8 inches down into the hallway of your hostel.
Is it real?
Yeah, and you look back behind you, and it's the door to the community bathroom at the end of the hall. There's no step. It's like you stepped out of something that's not there anymore. I'm
going to turn around and open the door again and see if it does lead.
Yeah, it leads to the community bathroom, and that's also when you notice that not only does it look like you cut out the kidney, it looks like you cut out the kidney and climbed inside. You're covered from neck to toe in gore.
I'm going to go into that community bathroom and take a shower in my clothes.
Very good. Is everybody wearing headphones?
No.
I am.
Everybody else is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so at this time, I'm going to ask everybody except Jerry to take their headphones off.
Okay, give us a
secret.
Put them back on.
I will. I'll give you a little heads up.
Oh, I'm so curious.
All right, so can anybody hear me?
I don't like being deaf.
All right, so Jerry, when we start this next scene, Jerry the detective has come to the home of the doctor, Blythe's doctor.
Okay.
No, I take that back. Jerry has come to Dr. Kennedy's house. It's going to start. You're going to be on the front stoop. Sasha's going to open the door. Here's why you're there. You are there because you received a phone call from one of your darker connections to tell you about a murder. And the doctor, Blythe's doctor, when you went over to his house, was in his office with his throat ripped out. You got information that Blythe, his wife, very young wife, is here. And so you're just trying to find out what the fuck's going on. Now, I'm still a little wishy-washy on how you got Dr. Kennedy's office, because Jerry was going to be a little bit more of a bad guy as I initially planned, so I gave him quite a bit of darkness in the background.
I mean, I can be dark.
So people tell you things, you know sources, especially since you have become aware. You have learned to use some of the lower underbelly of some of these new people, things that you've discovered.
And they told me that Blythe was here at this Dr. Kennedy.
Yeah, you never really get any straight answers, right? But yeah, you are not the official cop on the scene, right? But you can pretend like you are.
Fair enough.
And because this is very soon. This is like the next day after he was murdered. I mean, it's really unlikely that a cop would have their location this quickly. But because you get your information through different sources, and because this whole thing was clandestine to begin with, as to who killed the doctor and how they killed the doctor, you know what I mean? You got your information through the veil.
Gotcha.
And so you are here, and you are going to meet some people that you have met previously. Sasha, who you're familiar with, will be the one opening the door. So I'll let you handle it however you want. I gave you a relationship with the doctor. You are you are aware now, especially after the whole kidney thing, that he obviously is connected to dark stuff too. But up until this point, he's been information for you, and you've been kind of connected. You know what I mean? Kind of close.
Yeah, he's a confidant.
Right. He hasn't really been evil in your mind at this point.
So another doctor who enjoys some freaky shit.
Yeah. Well, he was a plastic surgeon by trade, but now Dr. Kennedy is a scientist, and he's German. I'll just put it that way. So I just wanted to give you a heads up as to what you were walking into, because you were going to be basically on the front door knocking on these guys' door, okay?
Okay.
And then, ask a question if you need to ask a question or anything like that. So I'm going to bring him back on.
Okay.
Everybody can put their headphones back on. Put your headphones back on. Yay.
Headphones are on.
I was so into the chat and how Chris lost all of his roulette points.
Oh, we still we're gambling still.
Yes.
Chris lost all of his
determined to not have any points.
All 50.
The chat was so salty. Lost every single one of their 50 points.
That's hilarious.
God.
Whoa.
I didn't do that one.
Oh, I was like, was that
It was like,
that was good.
Sorry, I was trying to get back into it.
All right. So I believe now then, although we have had some serious looks at some very crazy things that have happened in our characters' backgrounds, if you go back and piece all of those old episodes together, you will come up with a very interesting story as to why these characters now are seeing some things that they see. And we are caught up to kind of where we were with the last official episode, when there was a knock at the front door. And I believe it was Sasha, wasn't it, that went and opened up the door of everybody's at Dr. Kennedy's house, his walk-up brownstone. And the doorbell rings, and wasn't it Sasha that answered the door?
Yeah, because it's real early in the morning, right?
Yeah, it's pretty early.
Okay.
And you see a somewhat familiar face at the door.
Sasha, the hell are you doing here? I'm not really surprised.
Jesus Christ. I would ask you the same thing. What are you?
What am I doing?
How do you? Oh Jesus! This day is just getting weirder.
Why do you think I'm here?
And weirder.
You know what I do? Don't fuck with me. I know who's here. I just need to talk to somebody, to her and to anyone else who knows anything.
Shit.
I'm the first one on this, and I'm gonna do my best.
How did you find us? How did you even find us?
You know, I have my contacts. You should know that better than anyone. I know people.
I reach into my pocket. I pull out a pack of cigarettes. I flip the lid open. I offer you a cigarette.
I'll take it, and I offer him a bump if he wants it.
Coke bros.
Yeah, I won't say no to that.
Yeah. I just hand him the vial with the spoon in it.
I'll just take a quick key bump and light a cigarette of my own. She's upstairs.
How's she doing?
You know, I should probably announce you first. Fuck, is anybody even awake?
It is pretty early, but it's better that I'm here right now than a pack of assholes who just...
Chris, are you still in the study? Have you stayed up all night? Did you go to bed?
I would have been up for probably at least another hour, taking notes and just putting all of what we talked about on paper in my own journal and research notes and stuff. But then I probably would have gone ahead and gone to bed. But I am also an early riser, so it's like sunup, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have gotten maybe 4 hours of sleep, thereabouts.
Okay. Listen, Jerry. Come inside. Be quiet. Just have a seat. I don't need you surprising anybody here.
That's fine. I'm not trying to ruffle any feathers. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of shit, you know?
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's a fucking mess.
Oh, you have no idea.
I have an idea. I saw the blood fucking everywhere. Jesus Christ. It's going to take an entire crew in at least 2 days.
Yeah, but do you know who he really was?
You know, I didn't really care. He had information that I needed, and he helped me figure some shit out. So I mean, it's possible that I ignored something. What?
It doesn't matter. I'll go get her up. Do I hear, Chris, do I hear you rousing about? Do you sleep upstairs too? Or do you have a bedroom somewhere else in the house?
The master is on the main floor, but I would probably be in the kitchen.
Okay. If I hear you in the kitchen, which I assume that I do, I would go in there first, and I would let you. We have company.
Oh, Sasha, I never took you for an early riser.
Oh, yeah, it's I didn't sleep yet.
House phone's ringing.
He's uninvited.
Sasha, if you would.
He's a detective.
And
as you're walking away, I'm trying to just blather information to you because I just fucking did a bump of coke. So I'm just
Good
trying to
ball.
blather some information at you
I hear
as
the
much
word
as I can put together.
Yeah, I hear the word detective and I pause for a second, but then I head towards the phone.
Okay, I gotta go get Blythe.
Fantastic.
And I'll turn and I'll take 2 steps at a time all the way up the staircase. And I will try to open the door quietly, but I'm probably not going to do that very well. And I don't know how she's sleeping, how soundly she sleeps.
I would probably kind of like, shift around in my sleep. Like I kind of halfway hear it, but like I'm pretty out.
You know not to ask that question. Did you answer the phone, Chris?
Yeah.
Dr. Kennedy?
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
is Blythe there?
Sorry.
Is Blythe there? It's really important that I talk to her right now.
May I ask who's calling?
Yeah, tell her it's Tom.
I'm sorry, Tom?
Tom, I need to talk to her right now. It's very important.
Please hold. And I just set the phone down on the counter.
Please hold.
Oh, I don't want this.
You're the belle of the ball.
I guess everyone's coming for me. Oh, which ways? I don't like it.
I would have sat down on the bed next to her and kind of, given her a gentle Blythe. Blythe.
Yeah.
There's somebody here that needs to talk to you.
Talk. No. No. What's
Blythe.
it?
Blythe. It's a cop. And he knows. I don't know how he knows. Well, I have an idea how he knows, but he knows.
Sasha. No. And she sets bolt, right?
Listen, if you don't talk to him, this is gonna Blythe. If you don't talk to him, this is gonna go badly. This is not a guy who goes by the book. This is a Blythe.
Anyway, I can't go down there, Sasha.
Blythe.
I can't go down there.
Blythe. If you don't go down there, he's gonna come up here, and it's gonna go badly for you.
I can't.
Blythe, put on a robe and come downstairs, please.
The big fluffy one again.
Yes, I will get you the big fluffy one.
Okay, all right. Okay.
So after I set the phone down, I would have wandered into the main foyer because that's where the stairs go up. And obviously I would have seen Jerry. Oh. And what brings one of New York's finest to my home?
You're the owner of this home?
I am.
What's your name again?
Dr. Ernest Kennedy.
Ernest Kennedy. Well, the reason I'm in your parlor right now is because there's someone in your home that I really need to talk to, right now, before shit gets crazier than it already has.
Oh, I don't think that that's even possible.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna fucking try.
She has a phone call, if I'm assuming you're talking about Blythe.
Who's calling her?
Someone named Tom.
Is that all you got?
Yes. Why would I ask any further?
He's gonna pick up the phone. Jerry goes over and picks up the phone.
Oh, it's right through here.
Thank you. He picks up the phone. Hello? Hello?
I was waiting for Blythe.
Why the fuck are you calling Blythe? How do you know Blythe?
Who's this?
This is someone who wants you to answer the fucking question.
I'm sorry, I must have the wrong number.
Oh, you don't have the wrong number, brother. Hangs up the phone.
Well, that's one problem solved, I suppose.
She doesn't need to be talking to anyone other than me right now.
I'm sure. I'm sure she'll be down in a moment.
Thanks.
Would you care for a drink? It's a little early, I suppose, but...
What kind of whiskey you got?
Oh, I was drinking an 18-year-old scotch last night. I'll give you one of the 12.
That sounds okay.
By
You
this
mind if I
time,
light up a cigarette?
Oh, no. By all means.
Would you care for one?
I don't partake.
Understood.
by this time, Blythe
Make
has
it neat.
finally rustled her way out of bed and into the big fluff robe. And she has conveniently found some bunny slippers.
I have
in the closet.
I've got a question for Dr. Kennedy. Do you have an extension to the phone in the room that Blythe is in?
Let's see. She's in upstairs to the left.
Yes.
There's probably a hall phone, but not in each one.
Okay. All right. Just curious. Go ahead, Blythe.
Sasha, you'll be there with me, right? He won't do anything to me, right?
You hear him knocking on the wall.
I'm upstairs.
I can't. Sasha has this blip and a flash, like memory comes across his face, and he goes, there was a real crazy night at a party. Do you remember?
Which party?
There was a party. There was a party.
There was a party. Okay. There was a party.
And you were there, and I was there,
Okay.
and Harvey was there, and there was another guy there. Do you remember what that other guy did? Do you remember that? The guy with the gun?
The gun. Was that? Oh.
This guy that's downstairs is that same guy.
Sasha, that wasn't the night with
Yes.
that little girl.
Yes.
Oh.
This guy, I'm telling you, I can't promise you that I can stop him from hurting you. I will be down there with you. Okay? I'll give you that much. I will be down there with you. All he said was he wants to talk.
Just wants to talk.
That's all he said.
What do I say? What do I say to him?
I can tell you that he knows things. Like we know things.
Like about the thing that was in the studio that wasn't really a human, but he was really a...
Yes. Yes.
Your beeper starts beeping.
Okay. What's the number?
It's a number you're not familiar with.
Is there a code or no?
No.
Fucking call me this time of the day. God damn it. Okay. Are you ready? He knows. Okay?
Okay.
He knows. He's already told me that he knows.
Okay. Yeah. I don't want to die, Sasha. I don't
think he's here to kill you. If that's what you're worried about, I don't think he's here to kill you.
But you can't be sure, right?
I can't be sure that I'm not going to die when I walk down these stairs. I might trip and fall and break my fucking neck. I don't know the answer to any of these questions. I can't tell the future. I've never been able to tell the future. I can't do that. What I can do is promise you I will stay by you while we're downstairs. That's the best that I can do. Okay?
You're grumpy in the morning. And she pulls on her hood of the robe and she's like, let's go.
I let her leave the door first. She starts down the stairs. I pick up the phone to dial the number on my pager.
Hello?
Yeah, I got a page. What do you need?
I need to speak to Blythe. Is she there? It's really important I talk to her right now.
What?
I need to speak to Blythe. Is she there? This is her friend Tom. We're really good friends, and I'm just trying to look out for her, and I need to talk to her right now. Is she there? Is she, like, right there, close by you?
So I'm listening, and I put my hand over the phone, and I go, Blythe, do you know Tom?
She stops on the stairs. Tom? Yeah. I think we're friends.
Okay, well, he paged me, and he's asking for you.
Okay. Okay. And she walks over there, and she takes the phone, and... hello?
Blythe?
Yes, this is her speaking.
This is Tom. Listen, he knows. It's a cop. He knows. You can't trust this cop. You need to get out of this house right now. This guy's gonna kill you.
No.
He's gonna kill you, Blythe.
No.
I'm worried about you, Blythe. I'm your
I don't
friend,
want to
Blythe.
die. I don't want to die, Tom.
I don't want you to die either. That's why I'm telling you this. You gotta get out of there right now. You can't go downstairs.
I can't.
What?
Okay.
What is this guy?
Okay.
What do you mean? What do you mean you don't want to die? What are you talking about?
And she
Blythe.
She waves. She waves at Sasha. Okay. Thank you so much for telling me.
You gotta go. You gotta go now.
Oh, okay. I'll talk to you later. Hangs up that phone. Sasha, I can't go downstairs. It's not. I can't.
How long ago did I finish that glass of 12-year-old scotch? Because as soon as I finish that and have a short conversation with Dr. Kennedy, if she's not down here, I'm coming up.
Oh.
We're right on the cusp of that time.
Harvey is zonked out.
I go back in the room. And I shut the door.
What in the fuck are you doing?
Nope, I'm good. It's really early, and I just don't think I'm ready for all this right now at this time.
I rattle the door handle. Is it open or is it locked?
Nope, I'm leaning against it. Like, back against it.
And by the way,
Blythe.
I absolutely told Jerry upstairs and to the left.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
I love Dr.
Okay.
Kennedy.
So I have wiggled the handle. I've tried to get in the door. She's obviously leaning against the door. I'm gonna go downstairs.
You mean Jerry
she's
halfway up?
She's not coming out, man.
What do you mean?
Sorry.
She's not coming out.
She's not coming out. I thought I had her coming out, and she's not coming out. I got a page and I have no fucking clue how this guy got my number. I have no idea. I have no idea how he knew. Oh,
what guy?
Shit.
Sasha.
Oh shit.
Sasha.
What?
What guy?
He said his name was Tom.
The fuck? How did he get your number?
So, I'm guessing. I'm probably pretty right. I'm usually right when it comes to this shit. It's probably not a guy. It's probably one of them.
Shit.
I'm just posted up at the bottom of the stairs like this.
He called earlier. I hung up on him because no one needs to talk to Blythe. I need to talk to Blythe because I'm the only one who can fucking help her right now.
Well, he talked to Blythe. I heard her say something like she was going to die or something.
Shit. Jerry pushes past Sasha and lightly knocks on the door.
Harvey, you hear a knock on your door.
On my door.
Yeah.
He rolls over and puts the pillow over his face. He
Knocks
doesn't go-
again. Louder.
It's early. I'm just a few more minutes. All right. Just what?
All you hear is a knocking.
He wants to go back to sleep, but he understands that he's in a stranger's house, and it's probably, if it's the owner of the house, he should probably get up. So he gets up. He's just in some boxers, and he approaches the door. Doesn't open it just yet. Hey, yeah, I'm not dressed. You have like a pack of dogs with you? Jesus. I'm not dressed. What's up?
There's no sound, but as you start to gather your senses, you look outside, realize the sun's not even up yet. Feels like you've only been asleep for a few minutes.
Fuck. He doesn't open the door. He looks outside. He hears the loud knocking, and he doesn't like this.
You hear a knock on the wall.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
From like
Sasha?
the room next door, and you hear Blythe whisper, "Harvey?"
Like, where is the whisper coming from?
From the wall. Then you hear a pounding on the door.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna look around the room, and I pick up a lamp. I just like as like a bludgeoning weapon, I pick up a lamp. Like I probably stumble with it a little bit and yank it out of the wall. Yes, demon thing.
Who are you talking to?
The Blythe.
Oh, the Blythe. Okay. Because you got two auditory stimuli happening at the same time. You got somebody pounding on the door, and then Blythe is like doing the prison whisper through the wall. Harvey.
He doesn't trust it.
I need your help, Harvey.
No, you don't. You're fine. You are a voice in the wall. You're.
Harvey.
He takes a deep breath and steels himself, and holding the lamp in one hand, raised high, he reaches out and opens the door fast.
Just as you're about to open the door and you're hearing Blythe whisper about help and the pounding on the door gets louder and louder, you swing open the door, and that's when you shoot up in your bed. The sun has just crested through the window, and you hear pound, pound, pound on somebody's door down the hall.
He would go back to sleep, but he doesn't much feel like going back to sleep after that little scare.
No, and you can hear like there's some frantic banging on the room that you know Blythe went into.
He gets up.
It concerns you a little bit from the dream that you just had. You can also hear voices in the hallway outside Blythe's room.
He gets up and grabs that same lamp and he yanks it out of the wall.
Good.
Rude.
Still in his boxers.
That is a Tiffany.
He's like, fuck this shit. I am so tired of this. And he's like, has this really determined face. Gets up, throws the blankets on the ground, yanks the lamp out of the wall, pulls open the door like, what the fuck now?
So yeah, Harvey comes crashing out in the hallway. Jerry is standing outside Blythe's door. Sasha is standing there, I guess, right next to him, right?
I'm like, yeah, I'm right at
close
the top
by.
of the stairs.
Yeah. And you don't see Dr. Kennedy, although he is at the bottom of the stairs, smiling, I'm sure.
At this point, if someone yelled at me while, like, behind me,
while holding a lamp in the air.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing,
pulling
Jerry.
out my gun.
When you turn around and see who's yelling, it's Harvey Winston.
So I have this gun pointed at him, like, what the fuck are you doing here? Why
Whoa. Yeah, I as soon as you pulled your gun, I would have been like, you know what I mean? I would have jumped out and been like, what the fuck?
I'm not going to shoot anybody. Jesus fucking Christ.
He's like a New York movie star.
Every time I see you pull that gun, you shoot somebody. Jesus.
I'm just trying to figure the
He pulled the gun and I dropped the lamp to the ground and I have my hands in surrender like, whoa, what the fuck? What? Like, I haven't seen Jerry since the kidney incident. Like, and Harvey...
And you're famous now.
Yeah, and he's completely different. When you first saw him, he was pimple-faced and short and just an average guy with glasses. And now he's, like, sculpted and beautiful and soft hair. And he looks completely different. The only thing that's the same is his name.
Do I recognize him?
You would recognize the name
because you recognize
the stranger announced it.
And every local theater rag has had his face on the cover at one point or another over the past year.
Jesus fucking Christ, why are you all here?
Oh, Dr. Kennedy, one of your lamps from one of your guest bathroom or one of your guest bedrooms just took a dive on your upstairs hall. Just letting you know what that crash was.
I hear it and I'm like,
thought that might get him to come up. Carry on, Jerry. Sorry.
Listen.
Why are you here? What the
fuck am I doing here? Oh boy, do I wish I wasn't here.
Harvey, go put some clothes on, please. Go put some clothes on.
Oh shit. Okay.
Jerry.
Okay.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Calm down, dude. Chill the fuck out. Do you need a Valium? Do you need to come down? Fuck, man. You're high fucking strung. You need to chill the fuck out. Okay? She's probably moved the goddamn bed in front of the fucking door the way you're acting. She was already scared to death of you. Chill the fuck out.
I am just trying to help her out. Because we don't have long before people piece together that the wife killed the husband. It's pretty common sense in the fucking murder world.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand. I was there. I saw it
We'll have
fucking
some
happen.
suits down here. I'm trying to get the story.
I clear my throat at the bottom of the stairs. Pray tell, detective, what led you here?
Pray tell.
I'm trying to remain calm. As Sasha said, I don't have a lot of time to tell you about all my contacts, but they're usually fucking right. And they're right again.
Well,
Curtis, is there
obvious.
a window in my room? Chris, is there a window?
No, it's a brownstone, so it's both sides of the building are.
Or other building.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fantastic. All right. I'm gonna put myself in the closet. I'm just gonna sit in the closet.
Harvey is like
The door isn't locked, but I'm just sitting in the closet.
hobbled in the room, and he's got clothes on, and he comes out and he's zipping up his pants. He like runs a hand through his pretty boy hair. He's like, okay, so let me get this straight. She killed the old guy, and you somehow tracked her down here, and we've all been through some weird shit together. I'll try talking to her. I'll try talking to her.
Look at this. I think the detective is piecing it together.
You're aggressive, dude. You come in here with a fucking guns a-blazing, like, yeehaw, it's Blazing Saddles. But this is 80s, dude. It's not a Western. You don't come in with your gun like this when you're trying to talk to a little scared girl, okay?
Okay, first off, I pointed the gun at you, and I put it away as soon as I knew it was you.
And I see that. You're taking anger management lessons. Congratulations. Just fucking drop the whatever you are, and let me try to talk to her, okay? I'll see. I have.
You want a shot at it? Do it.
Yeah. But I need you
Here to fucking help.
back.
Blythe.
You're not to touch that gun, and let me try to talk to this girl.
Roll plus willpower. Keep it together.
Okay. Keeping it together. Did I keep it together?
How scared are you?
I'm pretty spooked. I don't know who to really trust, and there's no really way to get out without seeing the policeman, the detective. So I'm just sitting in the closet, I'm spooked.
As you sit in the closet with your knees drawn up and your arms around you, are you crying?
No.
You look up. The door is to your right, the closet door. The closet wall is to your left. Except when you look to the left, you notice that the wall to this closet looks almost paper thin. It's like there's something on the other side of the paint that you could probably get to if you just poked your finger right through it.
Okay. I kind of...
It's a way out. Possibly.
I just stare at it for a minute. And I weigh my options because I know Sasha has done a pretty good job of protecting me so far.
Think about that for a second. Sasha, what are your disadvantages I can't think of them off the top of my head. You're muted.
Sorry, the dog started barking like crazy.
Oh, that's okay.
I am a drug addict.
We love
and
dogs.
I am broken. Drug addict is
Yeah,
you
I know that one.
Anything and everything. Broken means that I can never recuperate from something that broke my psyche so badly, and as a result, my stability can never increase beyond distressed. So I am always at a -1 or better.
I'm going to use my hold to give you this little bit of information and a little bit of panic, because it has just occurred to you now that you are piecing 2 and 2 makes 4, and all of the things that have happened to you and the places that you've seen Blythe. If she has any sort of ability edging on anything that you might have, she might find a way out of that closet without a door. I'm telling you this so that Sasha comes to this realization. There is a panic now in which that even if you bust through this door, she might be gone if you don't hurry.
Okay. Excuse me. So I will, I guess this doesn't really count as a dangerous situation, does it?
What do you want to do?
I was going to use Daredevil to try to gain some edge. But it's up to you. I don't know that this is a dangerous situation though. Because it's really like I get to discover them before they discover me, or I get to get out of the way to avoid an attack, or I get to jump on them and get to harm them before they can react. Yeah, I don't think it applies. I'm gonna push past Jerry, and I'm just gonna hit the door. Because I know that the handle wasn't locked earlier. She was just leaning against it, and I didn't want to scare her, and I didn't want to hurt her.
Right.
So I'm gonna go right for the door.
Cool. Make me.
I'm standing. You know what I mean? I go from just kind of standing there, just trying to keep the peace, to fucking boom, and I hit the door just that fast.
Finally, some fucking common sense.
No, I said I was gonna talk to her. You guys get.
Blythe.
This isn't how you.
Blythe, where are you? Blythe.
It takes 2 shoulders to get you through the door. The first one doesn't go. The second one, half a second later, does go through. Blythe, you are contemplating tearing through the wall and going into a world that you know exists, but you've never been. And you hear one smash on the door, and then smash, the bedroom door flies open.
Blythe.
I stay there. I don't move.
Blythe? I promise you.
I look under the bed.
To hurt you.
I want to roll for one of my advantages.
Go for it.
For ice cold. You keep your calm and cool even in the midst of violence and chaos.
Yeah, and I'll give you another roll if you go face to face with Jerry too. So I'm just going to let you know that one's coming.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm doing that. I'm doing coolness. Roll plus coolness.
Whoop whoop.
Woo-hoo. There she goes.
Oh,
big
yeah.
time. She's rolling like a fucking champ tonight.
Thanks, man.
That's good.
Yeah. So 16 gets me 3 edges, and I never use all 3 of them. But I'm just gonna keep that in my pocket.
All right. So you got some edges in this situation. They've crashed through the door. Are you just still sitting in the closet?
Yep.
Sasha looked under the bed. She's not under there.
Well, there's only one other place she could be.
Right.
And I go and
Sasha get her.
Right.
I'm trying to keep Jerry back. Like I'm trying to be like, dude, you need to calm down. This isn't the way to handle this.
I mean, I'm back.
Hold on. Let Sasha. Okay.
And I pop the door open real quick, and I'm like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
I'm okay. I don't know if we should trust him, Sasha. I don't know.
Blythe, if I may say something.
Is it in that moment, as soon as he starts to talk to me, that I roll for my other one?
Yes. Because he's a cop. I'm gonna say he kind of, he knows he's gonna kind of come around, nice and gently. I would assume.
Yeah, because the NYPD has real good de-escalation skills in the 1980s.
Well, I'm just, he's only gonna stand outside of eye shot for so long before he's gonna act like a cop.
I'm just fucking around.
Oh, okay. So just roll any old thing.
Yeah, 2d10. Let's see what you get while I pull up your character sheet.
I have to pee so quickly.
Go for it.
Okay, bye.
Go for it.
I can't hold it anymore.
I'm not gonna shoot her.
Oh, you're fucked, my dude.
Is this object?
Yeah, this is object.
Yeah, this is not gonna go well for you, Jerry. Let me tell you. I know it's not gonna go well for you.
Oh,
she got
shit.
a 19. She is rolling like a boss.
So what is it?
No, wait. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good thing because it's a disadvantage. So yeah, damn it. That didn't help me at all. Just kidding.
Wait, what? I'm so confused.
Hang
Is
on.
that right, Curtis?
I'm reading it right now. She's got a disadvantage. There is just something special about you, Ignite. Yeah, that one. That one kind of works. Opposite wise. You can use one of your edge though. What's the? Didn't you have another one? Do perpetual victim. Roll plus charisma.
What? Another advantage?
Yeah, you're.
Is she frozen?
One that would catch it. Hold on. There it is.
Oh, she popped back through.
14.
14. Okay, so just because you rolled well on the other one, you've got your edge too. So I'll let you play with that for the story. I will also let you use that roll. So basically, what we're getting at, Jerry, he's like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?" The doll has got some feminine wiles that she can use to help herself out of sticky situations. And that's what she was attempting to do. So actually, when you do come around and see her, she actually looks like the most kind of, you're not like attracted to her at this particular moment, but you can see like the first thing that comes to your mind is there's no way this child killed Doc. You know what I mean? It's like, how could it bother? I mean, she's just like, really? She's like, we got a little kitten here. What are you talking about? So, yeah, she's just giving you the moon eyes, and you are swayed a little bit with that. We're not taking full advantage of it because she didn't roll that well, but she's got a couple of moves she can use on you.
Okay.
So carry on with the conversation. What you were responding, actually, it was her and Sasha. You come around and see her. What are you guys going to do?
Blythe, just listen, okay? How about I go downstairs, and whenever you're ready, we will talk about what happened in the parlor.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. And Jerry walks downstairs.
Put my hand out to Blythe.
She takes it and gets up.
Come on.
Do we have to do it now?
Yeah, because I'm afraid you're going somewhere that you don't belong.
You're right. You're right. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's...
Listen, kid, this whole thing is fucked up. This whole thing.
I don't...
There are no right answers. The only thing I know is that you don't want to go there. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Sasha. Oh. Yeah. Let's
You
go
guys
downstairs.
going back downstairs? All right.
Okay,
Just
downstairs.
Just for a point of technicality, just so because we're all still kind of learning this in this moment, is where you might want to think of Edge, Blythe, just because those that you picked up from your ice cold maneuver. This is one of those situations where, like, you can make sure that you have clear access to a door. You know, when you go downstairs, like, I know where the front door is. There's nothing between me and the front door. Those sort of little strategic things that you can plant in your mind as you role play your scene so that you can make a move of any kind that you want.
Yep.
So, all right, carry on. Everybody goes downstairs, Dr. Kennedy.
Oh, well, I guess I'll put coffee on for more than just me then.
Such an asshole.
Ernie, I don't need coffee. Thank you, Ernie. I don't need coffee. I'm good.
Coffee would be
I'll take
great.
2.
I think I need a coffee.
Yeah, Harvey's gonna stay back because he feels kind of bad, and he's gonna make the bed and clean up the lamp before he comes down. He'll talk to Kennedy about that later.
I may or may not be on a 48-hour bender, so I need fucking coffee.
Well, you started your day off right, so... Would you like to Irish it up a little?
Do you know who the fuck I am? That's a stupid question.
No, he doesn't.
You don't know who I am.
I think I like you, detective.
Well, you're a smug son of a bitch, so we're gonna get along.
So I go to the kitchen and start brewing coffee.
Jerry, very slowly, and making sure everyone sees what he's doing, very carefully pulls out his guns and hands them to Sasha for the conversation.
Good.
Just so we can start a dialogue, I'm going to give Sasha all my weapons. I'm going to very slowly grab the one in my shoulder holster, and then the one in my ankle, and then we'll talk, okay?
Okay.
So you're holding a Colt 1911 and a Smith & Wesson 357 police issue.
Okay. I have places to put both of them.
I better get these back. Blythe. Sweetie.
Uh-huh.
If you would like to speak, that's fine. I just have a couple questions I need to ask you, okay?
Okay. And she sits down on the couch closest to the door, like the seat that's the very closest to the door. So that's like my best position that I can be in right now.
Duly noted.
I'm gonna go sit next to her.
Oh, Sasha. We're bonding.
Harvey doesn't know where to sit.
I will sit across from Blythe and eye contact directly, addressing her. Blythe, I assume you know what happened last night, which is why you're not home?
Thanks. Yes. Yeah, a lot of crazy things happened last night.
When you say crazy, What exactly do you mean?
You're
Just tell me. Give me a chance to believe you, okay?
So a man came to the house. The doctor studying.
He gets out his pad and paper and starts writing.
Guy, and he told me to take him to the studio, which is where I usually, take pictures for our guests. And he didn't want any pictures, and then all this crazy stuff happened. He made me do it. He made me do it. I wasn't even thinking it, and then he made me do it. This monster.
Sweetie, I just want to say, I don't think you did it. I saw what the body looked like, and it doesn't strike me like you could do that.
I mean, he helped. There was this big kind of pointy thing, and he there was just so much blood, but then he gave me the sharp thing, the hook, and I slashed his fucking throat. I did it. I fucking murdered him. I gutted his throat like a pig. Oh God. I fucking.
Sweetie, do you know where this? Let's start from the beginning. I suppose you said a man came to your home and asked to come in, and then made you kill the doctor. What did the man look like?
Just regular until he wasn't regular anymore, until he was this
until
thing.
He was what?
A demon, a beast, a fucking. He was terrifying, and he licked me. He licked me with. I really can't get over that. That was really weird.
Pervert.
Yeah.
Jerry.
Yeah.
This thing was from the other side. And then I start to describe. So, do you remember the night in the basement?
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I poke my head back into the study.
So, the one that led Harvey down the stairs, the one that led that whole ceremony.
It was him?
Same one.
No shit.
The same one?
Same one.
What time did this happen? Like,
it was late. We were gonna go to a party, and then there was a change of plans.
It wasn't long after midnight. I know that much. I know I got a page right before midnight.
That adds up. This hook, where did it go? Does it have your fingerprints on it?
I think it's still attached to the thing, the monster.
Oh. It was a part of the monster? Like he had a hook hand?
No, not like his hand. Like he had like the Ghost of Christmas Past type of like chains on him, and on these chains there was all these like hooks and weapons and sharp utensils.
So it went with him, this man?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So,
Yeah, you saw him at the warehouse party.
yeah.
So did Harvey.
Blythe,
Yeah. Harvey definitely saw him.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This is not looking good.
From this moment, I come back in with a tray of coffee.
Can I have sugar? Do you have any creamer or like milk? I like my coffee sweet.
I have Bailey's.
That's okay. Oh wait. Oh.
Leave the Baileys.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like chocolate milk or something. I'm fine. No. Just you don't have any sugar?
Who the fuck are you?
I don't drink. Okay. Well, not often. I drink less.
Just give it to me black. And he just takes a big gulp and then turns
There
back to Blythe.
is at least 2 shots of Jameson in that coffee, and it was not a very large cup.
He takes it like a champ.
Sugar?
He expected nothing less.
I go back into the kitchen and get a little tiny bowl of sugar and bring it back out and set it in front of Harvey.
Through all of this, one of my advantages, one of my edges for ice cold is managed to snatch something, and I am going to snatch one of the guns that
In my pockets?
Yep. I don't know. It's an edge. I want it. I manage it somehow.
So
It like you're like sitting weird and like it does the cell phone thing where it kind of slips out of your pocket and I notice it and so I take it.
So yeah, I mean,
right, like you make that move where you're playing, you're playing the damsel in distress move, and you lean in towards me and you're like, oh Harvey, or oh Sasha, I'm so upset, and and then you do the pickpocket. You just you know what I mean, you distract me with something else, and I
get it. I got it. I got the gun.
Which one did you take? The 1911 or the 357?
I don't know what those numbers mean.
Well, pick one.
One's a revolver and one's a semi-automatic.
Whichever one does the cell phone thing.
The smaller one.
Yeah, you got. I rolled for it. You got the 1911.
Fantastic, thank you.
I rolled the 12 to observe the situation while I am making a fuss for sugar. I thought that's enough.
you get to ask a question.
Oh, do I?
Yep.
I'd be like, did you just hit?
No.
Oh, like what questions?
Well, what were you observing? You can ask a question about the situation you see.
Just about the whole situation.
But it's but you can ask a meta question. You know what I mean? So.
Okay.
You get
Is Jerry like? Are there other motives for him being here? Like, do I sense? It's hard to word, but is he totally here just to investigate Blythe?
You know that he is here to investigate the murder of the doctor. You are certain of that.
Okay. So I still remember hearing Jerry talk about like killing that guy in that Italian restaurant. I haven't forgotten about that.
Yeah. Now, Jerry does give a whole lot of nonverbals to a whole lot of other character qualities. You can obviously tell he's a drug addict and doesn't sleep much and doesn't, brush his suit coat often. But from you don't sense any mischievousness or him trying to lie or anything like that.
Okay.
But his concern doesn't seem to be so much with Blythe. Right. Now, his concern doesn't seem to be so much with Blythe, though, as it does to be with the doctor.
Okay.
I pour Jerry another black coffee, this time with no whiskey, and sit in my wingback chair.
Thanks, Doc. So, like I was saying, Blythe, the wife usually gets blamed. I'm going to be straight up with you. But only if she runs away and tries to pretend that, you know, she wasn't there. What I'm saying is you need to go down to a police station, make a report, and say that you were kidnapped by your husband's murderer. You give a description, nonchalant, whatever, medium height, black hair, brown eyes, olive skin. There's a billion people that look like that. You need to be as vague as fucking possible. Otherwise, they're going to start investigating you if you stay here.
How do I know that you're trying to help me? How do I know that you're not just saying this so I get locked up? You know, I have people tell me that I'm not supposed to trust you. That you're going to get me killed.
Your friend Tom sounds like a fucking pedophile, so you need to start...
Welcome to my life, detective.
Okay. All I'm saying is that I was a friend, or at least I believed myself to be a friend of the doctor, and with him out of the picture, I'm trying to help you out of a sticky fucking situation. I'm trying to take care of you.
Sasha, your pager goes off again.
What's the number?
It's Tom's number.
Is there any code, or is it just a number?
Just a number.
Okay.
Who's paging you?
Whoever
Tom.
pages him. Oh, interesting.
What'd you say?
It's the same number.
Oh.
It's Tom.
Well, Tom can fucking wait.
I have a legal pad on the table next to my wingback chair, and I start taking notes.
Here's the thing. There's no way that Tom, whoever this Tom is, could have known my pager number. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. And there's no fucking way he could have known that I was with Blythe. Yet, he's paging me, asking for Blythe. Like I said before, this ain't no man.
And I spoke to him on the phone here. He called the house phone as well.
He's one of them. This thing, this Tom, he ain't no man.
What?
My guess is that he's the stranger.
Stranger?
That's what this guy called himself last night.
Oh, the one that the one that killed.
Yes, the one that we've seen with the leather and the
leather hooks and chains.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. How would he know unless he's here? Unless, well, shit, they know everything, don't they?
They fucking know everything.
Okay, Blythe, honey, sweetie, I promise you, on my grandfather's fucking grave, I am not one of them. Sometimes I am forced to do what they want me to do, but I do my best every day to make the people I care about lives a little bit better.
He's telling you the truth. He's not one of them.
From being friends with the doctor, I just want to help take care of you. I'm telling you this because if you don't do something now, you're the first person the cops are going to start talking to. And from what you told me, they're going to believe that you're psychotic because they don't understand everything. They're going to think that you saw someone in your head and that the voices made you kill your husband. And if there are no other suspects, they're gonna book you no matter if it's true or false.
Well, for what it's worth, I doubt she'd be charged as an adult. She's only like, what, 14? 15, was it, darling?
Ernie, if you saw this scene...
16.
I'm telling you, Ernie, if you saw this scene and this and anybody else saw this scene, they'll charge her as an adult.
It was heinous. What it looks like is a heinous murderer.
The phone starts ringing.
I assume that I assume it's Tom, and I just don't bother to go answer it.
Sam Harvey's like, I'm not messing with that.
So we just sit in solemn silence as the
phone rings in the foyer, yes.
All right.
If nobody's going to go answer it, I'm going to go unplug the phone.
Yeah, I was like, I'll grab the phone and just like...
Oh, Sasha, really? You think that's actually going to stop it?
I get up and I go to answer the phone.
No. I stop you from I do whatever I can to keep you from answering the phone.
No, I think we should listen to him.
Honey, this might be the person who made you kill your husband. How else would he know what happened?
I think he might not all be that bad.
So here's the thing. What did he tell you when you talked to him earlier? You said something about getting killed or dying or something like that, right? What'd you say? You said something along those lines.
He said I didn't want to be killed because he said to not trust this guy. And she points at Jerry.
So if this is the stranger, do you trust the stranger or do you trust Jerry? If you had to choose one.
The phone rings again. Sasha, your beeper goes off. Jerry, your beeper goes off.
Oh.
I pick up the phone.
Oh, you answer the phone?
Yeah.
I go into the kitchen and listen in on the other phone.
Is Blythe there?
Oh my gosh.
Why the fuck do you need to speak to Blythe?
This is her friend Tom.
Her friend Tom? Or the sick piece of shit who made her kill her husband?
No, what? I don't understand. I'm her friend.
Her friend?
Yeah.
Then how do you know everything?
Can I talk to Blythe?
God.
Let me talk to him.
Is this Jerry?
What this is about, I'll think about it.
Is this Jerry?
How the fuck do you know my name?
Detective Sasha. You gonna take her down to the police station in your car? I wouldn't do that.
Fuck you mean?
I told Blythe you were gonna get her in trouble.
I'm not here to do that. Why would you assume I'm trying to hurt her?
You should have her call me sometime. Or better yet, I'll call her.
Do you really want to speak to this piece of shit?
I
There's a
think I
click.
should. Oh.
Dial tone.
Oh my god.
What happened? Sorry?
He hung up.
Oh.
I come back out of the kitchen after listening in on the kitchen phone.
What did he say? What did he say? Did he want
He
to
knew everything.
to talk to me?
Is that really the question? Of course. Of course he wants to talk to you.
Well, what did he want?
He wouldn't tell me.
You should have let me talk to him.
I was trying to, but the fuckhead hung up.
I got his number.
He did say you should have her call him.
Blythe, this is your call. I don't give a fuck one way or another.
Harvey's
You don't come with me,
down
I go home and I actually get some fucking sleep for a month. So
cold Waffle House.
Yeah, the cold Waffle House is absolutely still on the coffee table.
Oh, yeah.
Ew.
He's just eating cold bacon. Okay.
That's disgusting.
Stale, moist toast.
Don't ever say that.
Hangover. He doesn't know what's going on. He's like, all right.
Yeah. She's gonna give me the number.
I set my hand on top of the phone and look at Blythe. Blythe, dear, I've been researching these things for 35 years. This creature has nothing positive to add to your life. Now, of course, for my own research, I absolutely want you to call him back. But nothing good will come of it. For you.
You guys don't know what I've been through for years. You guys don't know what I've been put through. And then this thing, this guy, this whatever the fuck he is, gave me an out. He helped me. He got me out of this situation. I don't have to have sex with a 60-year-old man anymore. I don't have to pose naked for random men that this guy knows. I can be a normal 16-year-old girl now. Do you guys understand?
But do you understand
I
that
should
if
be
you
out
maintain contact with
school.
this creature, you will never have the life you want?
You don't know that.
I do. I've been studying it for longer than you've been alive by more than twice.
honey, I can get you into a witness protection program.
My dear, you know that won't help.
Jerry, you fucking moron. Are you kidding me? This guy just paged you, paged me, and made the phone ring all at the same time. You think that NYPD is going to be able to hide her? You've lost your fucking mind. We need to go.
How
We
the
need
fuck
to go.
do you know?
We need to go.
Where?
That's
where
where
are
I'm
we
at this
going?
point. I don't
Where are
know.
we gonna go?
We have to go.
I just
We need to get out of the city. Something. We got to go.
We need to get her name cleared. I'm doing my best, but without her, there's only so much I can do.
Given her age, what sort of
We need to know
record
about
would there even be that the good doctor would have kept of her existence?
Really shady. Me going to him. I doubt.
How long have you been there?
With him,
Yeah.
only a few years.
Listen, I don't know a lot about this stuff. I'm gonna come clean with you, but I watch a lot of crime shows, and I feel like she's got a pretty good case. Like, if he was taking naked pictures of her, that's child pornography. If she was having sex with him, that's like straight up pedophilia and probably rape. Like, even if this does get to some big whole
Honey?
I was
case,
married.
I think she
We were
can.
married.
We were.
Did
you want to? Did you want to?
I married him.
Want to
Harvey.
have his little
Doesn't matter.
wrinkly old balls on you.
Harvey.
Hmm.
Murder's murder. Doesn't matter what happened before.
Yeah, but is it really murder if it was a demon who made?
Technically, at this point, I think it's manslaughter. But
They're gonna charge her for murder.
They're gonna charge her for self-defense, and if she mentions that the stranger was there, that's legitimate. He was
She
there.
can't-
They might not understand he was a big ass fucking
Harvey,
leather clad.
The fucking
I'm just
defense-
trying to help.
Oh,
Harvey.
You need to go to a part of the country where the judicial.
Can I use
system
my
actually fucking works.
charisma?
Jerry, your pager goes off again.
Same number?
No, you look at it and you realize that that last number wasn't
Hey.
the Tom number. It's your office. They've now called twice.
Shit. Fuck. Shit. Listen, kid, are you coming with me or not? Because I have to go.
I look to Sasha and I'm sticking with him. I'm sticking with. I'm not going with you.
Okay. I'm going to do my best for you. I'm not going to tell them anything. Sasha, let me know if anyone comes snooping around here. I don't know why they would, but just in case, let me know.
Sure.
Can I have my guns back, please?
I put my hands in my pockets, and I pull one gun out, and the other gun isn't in my pocket. And I kind of look around for a second. I'm kind of feeling around in the sofa behind me, and I can't find the gun.
Where the fuck is my gun, Sasha?
I don't fucking know. Blythe?
I have no idea where your gun is.
I'm gonna do interrogate.
Interrogate? Let me see. Hang on a second. It's like why can't insight? No, wait, there is no insight. God damn it!
Whenever you read a person and mention a name, person, or object, I may always ask, "Are you lying?"
Oh, that's right. You can because you're that's a detective thing. All right.
What?
That's right. It's it's the
You're not the only one that gets to manipulate people, Blythe.
God damn it. He has to roll for that?
Nope.
No, he just gets to do it.
Wow.
It doesn't count towards my number of questions I get to normally ask.
Yeah. So line that up for us one more time. What has to happen, and you get to do what?
Yeah. Say what?
I was looking for the gun. I couldn't find it in the sofa. I turned and I said, Blythe, and she said, I don't know where.
Oh, so and you just get to flat out ask, "Are you lying?" And she has to tell you. Okay.
It's an
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah, there's no way around it, Blythe. You are compelled. It's like this
God
guy is
bless
good.
America. All right. Well, yeah, I have it. And I fucking whip it out and I point it at the detective.
Holy shit! What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't even know how to use that thing. Put the gun down.
Are you really gonna shoot me, sweetheart?
And I point it at Sasha next.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do something. I have one more advantage with my bound ability.
Yes.
And it says I can call on the entity. I want to call on the entity to knock the gun out of her hand.
Oh, go fuck yourself. You're calling on the entity. I hate you so much right now.
Oh, he's just gonna show up at her door now?
No, like it says call on the entity, so I feel like it's like a very vague thing. Like it's to help me. It's not to like do anything bad.
Okay.
So, like I feel like if Curtis would agree with this, it could be like an invisible force too. And so I would want to like knock it out of her hand towards me if the DM sees that.
Right.
You've got the fucking force.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, if you'll let me go on, yeah. Harvey sees all this shit go down, and he doesn't trust Blythe, and he doesn't really trust anyone here but Sasha. And she turns and she points the gun at the only person he trusts. And he swallows this dry, crusty, probably soggy actually, waffle, and something just triggers in his brain, and this invisible force just slaps Blythe's hand. A hard force. Not enough to like break her arm or something, but maybe enough to at least bruise it, and it goes flying towards him, skittering across the ground, and he stumbles and picks it up.
My last advantage, my last edge.
Oh my god!
I love it.
I'm avoiding this attack. Somehow. I feel it. I feel it in my bones.
Oh!
Emptying the guns on PvP.
Invisible entity.
I feel it. I'm avoiding it.
Okay, so you've got.
So the gun is still pointed at me. Is that she negated the thing? Is that right?
Oh, wait. I want to know how. What edge is this?
It's still on my keeping it cool. My ice cold. I get
ice cold.
Edges.
And you could just avoid it?
She can avoid an attack.
That's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit.
You're welcome. Avoid the fuck out of it.
All right, so here. All right, well here. Let me put this into some narrative.
Well, if that happens, Harvey's standing up and he's like, "But you're crazy."
Blythe makes an avoidance
I twitch.
only because here's well, I don't. This is a little too meta. You'll figure it out. Blythe, the reason you sense it coming, I'm going to give you a bit of advantage. The reason you sense it coming is because you smell this entity before it clips your arm as the invisible entity is coming up to slap that gun out of your hand. You can smell it. And because you are aware, you get just a half a glimpse of instinct, and she dodges Harvey. And when you actually feel almost a little bit of guilt because you know what you've just done. You've just called on that thing that you have been trying to shake. And
he can't fully control it at this point. No.
Well, yeah, I picked a shitty entity for you. He's fat and stinky. Anyways. Okay, so yeah, all right. Swap, a little bit of PvP action. We still have Blythe with the gun. We still have...
And the gun's still pointed at me, right?
Nope, it's back at the detective.
Oh my god, she's 16 and she's swinging a gun around all over the place.
I really am. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, hold on. Before anything else happens, I have a move that I want to make.
All right.
God, I was so cool. I'm like, I'm gonna call on my entity. It's gonna be awesome.
I liked that. That was a good one.
It
too.
was awesome.
That was
Great.
good. It was so good.
Listen,
All right, Sasha, what's yours?
I'm assuming
I'm rolling Daredevil
totally
Daredevil.
sucks.
Yes.
because I'm in a dangerous situation. I have this crazy 16-year-old who doesn't know how to use a gun, flailing a gun around the goddamn room.
15 is a success.
A 15 is a success, and I get 3 edges.
Oh my gosh.
First,
God.
The first edge I choose to use is get the jump on them, harm your opponent before they can react. I grab her by the hair, and I knock the gun out, and I throw her back on the sofa.
All right.
She can take it.
Okay.
She
Very
swings around and
good.
points the gun back at the detective, and I snatch her by the back of the hair, and I slap the gun out of her hand and put her down on the sofa, and I just stand over her and look at her. The fuck is wrong with you?
as Jerry picks up the gun, he goes, "Thank you, Sasha. I have to go now." And he lights a cigarette as he leaves.
Are you trying to get yourself killed? Blythe, is that what you're trying to do? Are you trying to get yourself killed?
I will now use my perpetual victim that I rolled for earlier. And I will use the eyes on Sasha.
God damn it.
No holds barred in KULT, ladies and gentlemen.
God.
And this doesn't count as an attack, does it? No.
No.
Nope.
Yeah. So there's no edge that's going to help me here.
No.
Nope. Take care of me, Sasha.
This game is the sorry of RPGs.
I think that was like
Sorry.
Yeah. Speak.
we haven't had like a combat situation yet, and that was a good like.
Everybody was just anxious to get it out. Which brings me back. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, Jerry, you were leaving? Is that what you were doing? You were heading out the door?
Yeah.
When you walk outside, there's some homeless guy milling about the back of your car.
First, Curtis?
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. You go to leave, but you can't. The door's locked.
My door is locked?
Yeah.
No, my door. is locked.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You haven't gotten out of the house yet. I forgot about that. Yeah, he had told me that. He has a...
I try for the door. It's locked. I turn around. Hey, Doc, could you open this for me?
I don't think that's the best of ideas.
Why not?
Well, Tom clearly threatened you when we were on the phone. I don't think it's a good idea for you to leave.
The precinct has already paged me twice.
Then you should call them and tell them you'll be on this case for a while.
I'll do what I can. And I guess if I can't get out, I'll call into the precinct and just tell them that I'm hot on a case.
What
is it?
You call into the I'm not exactly sure who answers it. You've got like a community worker, or one of the people, clerical workers that comes up and works for the squad.
Dispatch
at your precinct, and when you get her on the phone and you're giving her a thing, she's like, Jerry, you need to hang on a second, you got to talk to Bill. And she puts the phone down, and Bill is another one of the detectives in your squad. And Bill gets on the phone and is, Jerry.
What the fuck is it, Bill?
That doctor, apparently he was killed. That was, that one that I know you've seen him from time to time, man. I just thought I'd give you a heads up, but apparently he was killed.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. The place is a mess. There's blood everywhere, but no body. We don't know where the body is.
What do you mean no body?
I don't know what's going on. There is blood everywhere, like in multiple rooms. There's blood, and his office. There's, what looks like a couple of chunks of him, maybe, but there's no.
The hell?
There's no body.
Listen,
I don't know what to do, man. You're gonna have to come down here and I mean, I know you know this guy, but Captain's gonna be around soon. People are gonna start asking questions. I'm gonna have to do something.
Listen. I'm gonna be down there as soon as I can. I'm I'm hot on another case right now. Like I'm about to ask some people some questions. I will call you when I'm ready, and we'll go down there as soon as I'm available. Okay?
All right, man. I'll try to get as much information together as I can.
Thank you.
All right, he hangs up.
So while they were on the phone, I would have sat down next to Blythe, and I would have taken her hand in mine, and I would have apologized, and I would have said, "I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. You scared me. I didn't listen. Okay, you can't just. If you need help, I will help you. Okay. If you need help, I will help you."
I felt really attacked. I felt like, I don't know. I saw the gun, and so I grabbed it, and then he asked me, and I couldn't lie to a police officer.
Sasha, you're really buying all of this? She killed. This is crazy. I don't know what's going on, Sasha. Do you have a soft spot for her? Is this what I'm seeing right now? Because this isn't you. You pointed a gun at him.
I didn't mean it.
What are you doing? You meant it. You meant to take that gun, and you meant to point it at my friend here, and I don't really much appreciate it. And people are accusing you of murder. I don't trust you. And if you think you're gonna do something like this again, I'm watching you.
Jerry walks into the room, and he just solemnly kind of says, "They found blood all over the apartment. They know he's dead. They can't find a body. You need an alibi."
Somebody starts banging on the front door of Dr. Kennedy's house, like blah, 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 on the glass.
Jerry, is that your friends?
Not as far as I fucking know. And he pulls out both handguns.
You hear some voice. Hey, man. Anybody in there?
Ernest is.
I just whisper, "Nobody here but us chickens."
It's your house, Doc.
Yes. I feel like.
Do you want to go answer your door?
No, nobody's answering the fucking door. Nobody's answering the door.
He pounds a couple more times, and you hear him yell something about, "Hey, man, your car's bleeding." He pounds a couple more times, and then he's gone.
That sounds fascinating. So I look out the window.
Oh, fuck.
No way.
Is it bleeding?
Well, I mean, you can't.
What do you see?
It's down by the street. You can't really see,
Sure.
but that homeless guy, or it looks to be like a homeless guy, some street guy just walking by, who he's walking now down from your stoop. If you peek out the window, leaving your door,
there's a big bay window.
Yeah, he stops
10 feet to the left of the door.
He kind of gives the back end of Jerry's black car a little look and then a shrug and walks off. And you do see what looks to be a puddle of something on the street there at the corner of.
I think you should take a taxi.
There was no body at the crime scene. Someone put the fucking body in my trunk.
That's ridiculous.
Oh dear.
Where the fuck is it then? And why is my car bleeding? Fuck.
Okay, I'm going back to plan A. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I agree. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Should we use the closet?
The closet?
What do you mean, should we use the closet?
Hey, Dr. Kennedy, what does she mean? Should we use the closet?
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, it's your house, friend. Let's go find out. How about?
Blythe, honey, what do you mean? Should we use the closet?
There was a wall in the closet. It looked like it was made of paper. Like it was. I was really debating on running through it.
That's where.
As terrifying.
That's how you were going to escape?
Fucking sounds.
Yes.
Doc, I gotta get this shit taken care of.
I mean, do you have a way to dispose of your vehicle and the body that is very clearly hiding in the trunk while not leaving a trail of blood from the door of my house to wherever you're going to dispose of it?
Are we sure it's the
Do
doctor?
you? It's something bloody, and if the body isn't at the crime scene and someone threatened me, I'm putting 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, but how would the body get all the way to the trunk of your locked car?
Maybe
Darling,
friend Tom?
Blythe, how would you get through the
Absolutely.
wall in the closet?
Mm.
There are
No idea.
easily things that we cannot explain that can happen without us even knowing it. It happens all the time. Do you want me to open that door? Do you remember what happened when we opened the door last night?
I don't want
How we ended up on the front stoop while the rain was pouring, and I had no idea how we got there?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's the same kind of thing.
Oh.
Portals, doorways, splits in the veil, whatever you want to call it. Ask Harvey. Harvey,
Yeah.
going through doorways,
What?
walking into places that aren't really there.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
It's a
that
thing.
happens, that's for sure. Yep.
Okay.
And one of those things, put your husband's body in my car.
Blythe, just take a small moment and think about all of the parties that your husband has brought you to. I've only been to 2 of those parties, but if I can handle about just those 2 parties alone, I bet you've seen some crazy parties, Blythe. So if you're questioning how a dead body of your fucking old ass husband got in this cop car, that's a pretty dumb question considering all the parties you've been to, Blythe, and all the crazy shit you've been to, Blythe. I'm sorry I don't buy into that routine, okay? Things happen, and that's probably his body. And am I the only one going crazy over here? I feel like I am.
May I interject?
Do you?
You mayhaps. Yeah, sure.
Mayhaps.
So if I were to unlock the door and we very quickly went and removed that body from your trunk, I might have a way to dispose of it.
You're fucking shitting me.
By driving the car into a lake and forgetting about it.
I knew
That
fucking
sounds
liked you, Doc.
Pretty good. That sounds just
Sasha,
odd.
I'm gonna need your help with this.
Go fuck yourself.
Sasha.
I've already run away from this dead body once. No way am I going back to it.
Well, listen, fuckhead. Either they find my car and we all go down for conspiracy.
You can't catch me, man.
Oh, buddy.
I will remind you that the puddle of blood has already caught the notice of one passerby who was nice enough to knock on the door.
We need to get this fucking body right now, otherwise it's gonna draw attention.
For now, it just looks like an oil slick, but were it to get any larger...
Would you say that this counts as a dangerous situation? I think it counts as a dangerous situation.
Probably.
I'll let you have it right now. It is kind of a dangerous situation.
Okay, I mean, I'm going to flavor it a different way, but I want to be able to get the jump on them.
Go for it.
Thanks.
Are you like getting the jump, like getting the hell out, or?
No, I'm getting the jump. Like I'm going to be able to use that to, keep anyone else from noticing us or distracting people, so that it doesn't, you know what I mean?
So you're
Some
using
way,
it
shape,
in
or form. I'm going to make sure that we get a clean we get the body cleanly
Okay.
and quickly into the house.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that for sure. I'll let
That's
you
all
have.
I'm asking for.
So, who
I'm not
goes?
going out there.
Who goes down to the car?
I do. I
I
assume
do.
we're gonna smoke cigarettes until it's clear.
Nope.
All right. So you go down to the car. You sit there, and it takes like 2 cigarettes before you can look up and down the block, and you don't see anybody. And you pop the trunk open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a woman.
I peek my head out of the door. Can I see it? Can I see the body?
No.
Can I see it's not a man?
You see Jerry and Sasha standing bent over, looking into the
Well,
trunk of this
What
car.
is this?
Well, that ain't the doctor.
No,
And
it's not.
that's where we're going to end tonight's
No way,
episode.
regardless. And Gary brings it in the house.
I'm not going to let you bring it in just yet.
No, he's cutting it off right there. That's the scene. We get the pulp fiction of the trunk opening to the vision of Jerry and Sasha standing there smoking cigarettes.
Yeah. Reservoir Dogs, cop in the trunk.
Yeah.
He is watching Blythe's every move.
Yeah, I've got the camera scene from the trunk. As they pop open, you see Sasha and Jerry's face with this, what the fuck kind of look. Like, I was all expected to see a dead body. Not this dead body.
Not that dead body.
Oh, what a show. What a game.
That's not the body.
Oh man, so much happened.
Oh, so much stuff happened.
Knew it wasn't gonna be the doctor. Y'all didn't trust me.
Oh, you thought that ahead?
Did you? Did you really?
I don't have a choice but to trust you. I don't know if you remember that part.
I gotcha. I'm about to
Fuck.
use that shit on Harvey too, so you better watch out.
Harvey does not like you right now.
I know.
Sasha likes you.
I'm
and
real
that's
close
Sasha,
to
so he's
slapping
like,
my eyes on you.
There's some stupid, weird, freaky magic happening here, cause
I like that. You two are about to start fighting or something.
I believe it.
Wow. What a game, guys. You were awesome. That was so much fun.
A lot happened.
And it did.
It was
A
a
lot
blast.
happen. I know. Well, I was trying to get to a point, and it was like, for one thing, you guys don't like to answer phones.
I wanted to answer the phone.
I loved it. I loved it. I
wanted to say
Like,
Yeah.
I know.
You guys heard it because I heard it on Roll20. Do you guys have Roll20 like the volume on?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, that's probably why. Because you
Ah.
can't hear the phones at Roll20.
Yeah, I
Oh,
have
yeah.
it set on low so that it
Yeah.
doesn't blow my ears out. But
Yeah.
Very good. No, that was awesome. Yeah, a lot of stuff did happen. Well, this was like 2 episodes in one.
Yeah.
Really. We got Chris in. Yay! He's all happy. Got to play and hang out. I kind of wish I had a little bit more planned for you, Dr. Kennedy, but he gets such a thrill out of watching the misery in his own home.
That's excellent.
I'm just here for the popcorn and the memes.
Oh, I loved it. All right. Well, it's late. We'll get everybody going. I loved it. That was so much fun. All right. Then let's go around the table. Everybody say a quick hi, bye. What you thought, any comments, I guess, if you got any. And let's start there with Sasha.
Hi, I'm Duke. I'm the creative director here at TTRP. You can find me at Invisible Duke on Twitter, on Instagram. Please check out below. Come join our Discord. We have a wonderful community there. We are constantly looking for new people to hang out with us and some new talent. This game just gets better every week. I could not be more happier with making the choice to play in this cult game. This crew around me is awesome. It's so much fun. It's so much different, and I'm just excited for all of it. And tonight was rad.
Outstanding. Loved it. All right. Well, let's go next door to the Cursed and Harvey.
Hello, I'm Jaylee. You can find me on Twitter at Jahoy_matey. Yeah, I'm just having a blast with this. Like I'm really, 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 really curious about Tom, and really curious to like explore my like advantages and disadvantages some more with like the stinky entity that Harvey has.
Yeah, we'll get
Going
better at
into it,
that.
I thought it would be like a cool demon with long claws, but he's like, it's Jabba the Hutt. So, but that'll be fun. Yeah, this is just so different, and it's very role play heavy. So I'm really happy to be surrounded by such good like members here who we just work off of each other so well. Like that whole scene with Blythe and the gun, that was gold, completely improvised, and so I love this channel.
Loved it. I loved how everybody started just going into the
Like,
into the deep
second,
pockets.
I want to do something.
Yeah. No, we're gonna PvP this out. All right. Well, Jerry, the detective, you've kind of found yourself into a new group. You're gonna stick with us for a little while.
Yeah, for sure. Gonna do my best.
Tell everybody about you.
My name is Austin Van Beesler. You can find me on Twitter at AustinVanB1. Super excited to see where this goes.
And we love having you. It's awesome. The detective was going to be like my little pain in the side for these guys. Now I get to let you play the pain in the side for these guys. It's awesome. Yeah. And you can make some new friends in the same process. All right, Blythe. It was quite a night for you.
Hello. My name's Krista, and I had no idea what I was going to do with that gun, but I knew I had to whip it out at some point because I had it. So I'm so glad everyone jumped.
Pardon me while I whip this out.
Blazing
without my
Saddles
pistol.
is also another reference.
Oh my god. You can find me on Instagram. That's Krista _ the barista. But here it is. You gotta put in 3 E's, so it's KREEESTA _ the barista.
I thought it was 4 E's.
It is 3 whole E's.
3 E's? You've been saying 4 E's.
Yikes. Oops. I don't know my own handle. I also have a cat that is Binks the Black Cat, and you can find him on Instagram as well.
Ah, very good. And speaking of cats, it looks like Mew Jackman has joined Dr. Kennedy up there. How's it going, Chris? Glad you could make it tonight.
I am so glad that I played hooky from work today. My name is Chris Stonecipher. You can find me on Twitter at Chris Stonecipher. You can find Mew Jackman here at The Greatest Meowman on Instagram. And he's being a brat today, but oh well. I love this game, by the way. I'm so glad that I got to play it.
Awesome.
And I'm so glad that I threw that little hiccup at Austin on the way out.
Yeah. To lock the door.
Yep.
Such a troll, Dr. Kennedy. I love that you were listening in. That was so funny.
Very good. Well, I had a great time. Thank you, players, again, for staying up late and playing. Thank you for all of those who watched. If you watched us live, we appreciate it. If you watch us on YouTube, thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do the old thumbs up and all that good stuff. Like Duke said, we got a Discord. The link is down below, as well as our Twitter and all of that stuff. Join. We've got a great community. We've got some great conversations. There is a full-fledged meme war happening. All sorts of things that happen with our Discord community. And it has just exploded. I mean, just a few weeks ago, we had 20 people, and now there's like 60 people in our Discord, and just going crazy. There's tons of people in there having lots of fun. Lots of new games coming for August. I've already got our August schedule up on our Twitch channel, so you can see all of the great things that are going to be coming. They don't all pop in August, but we've got a lot of them coming. We got let me plug these guys real quick because we didn't do it during Greyhawk, but D&D DDT.
DDT.
There we go. I knew I was going to mess that up. D&D DDT. Domains of Dread. The Domain of Dread. Live table game. They got their stuff set up. They're ready to go, and they're premiering on Monday. which is going to be fun because this is going to be the first one where I actually just get to sit back and watch. I don't have to do anything but watch my own channel, and so that's going to be a pleasure. So that premieres on Monday. I believe that we are premiering Prowlers and Paragons Renaissance City on Tuesday. Is that right?
That is correct.
Yeah. And then we've got that's going to be an amazing a new thing for us and Twitch, and I'm excited to do that one on Tuesdays. Beth's Wednesday show, A Land of Dark Dreams, is going. We got another 2 shows building up for Thursday, and then we're right back here again on Friday with Greyhawk City, Shadows of the Gem. I think we'll have everybody in a full show. And then we get to see who this other new dead person is that we've just run across when we do KULT at the end of the night. So there, I plugged a whole week's worth of shit, and it's past midnight here, past 1 for a couple of our players. And so thank you very much for playing. Thank you very much for watching. We love you. And check us out. We got more stuff coming. Good night.